Hello, everybody. My name is Lagan, and today I'm be tiering just about everything I could think of in Lobotomy Corporation, except for all the E.G.Os. There will be a separate E.G.O drip tier list because E.G.Os aren't that hard to tier. It's mostly just stuff within like the same rarity. Aleph is the best, Wa is really good, HE is the bare minimum, and Zane and Teth suck shit. There's not really much to go on between tier them like that. You're just kind of just tiering within tier, but maybe I'll do that again later. But E.G.Os, all about the drip. That'll be later. But this is basically everything else I could think about in Lobotomy Corporation. Just a warning, there will be spoilers. I'm going to spoil, like, literally everything, so if you haven't played it, or if you don't care about spoilers, there's your warning, so bada bing, bada boom. And secondly, I'm not going to lie to you, I had the art book open. That may sound weird. Full transparency, I had the art book open, I had the wiki open, and I had the game open. There's no way in hell I'm memorizing everything here. So with that, let's start with the stats, because in order to quantify stuff, you have to understand how the stats work. So the first thing here is fortitude. Oh my goodness, we love fortitude. Fortitude is just the HP of your employees. And honestly, all these stats are probably gonna end up like an A tier. It's just your HP, how much hit points you have. It's like, oh, you want more hit points so you don't die. This is prudence. Prudence affects your SP. Or I think it's MP in this game, or is it SP? Well, I guess I don't remember. It's your sanity meter, essentially. And when it hits zeros, you panic. Oh, I should say, when your HP hits zeros, you fucking die. Oh, when your sanity hits zero, you go crazy. You enter panic mode, and if you can, they can hit you with white weapons, and you can get your sanity back, and you actually be saved from sanity. However, like in the late game, a lot of abnormalities have stuff where, like, oh, if you lose your sanity and you go wacko mode, you just die. It's like, yeah, you're dead now. So early game, you could kind of salvage people. Late game, they're fucking dead. Bye. It's just not worth it. This is temperance. Temperance affects your work speed and your work success rate. I might probably put that S tier. Temperance is so important, mainly just so you can actually get shit done and play the fucking video game at a reasonable pace. I don't even think I said reasonable right there. This game is super slow. I think I have like 180 hours in this, and it's like 2.5 playthroughs. Which none of them have been completed, by the way. Oh my god, no one ever completes this game, and I'm part of the problem. We all get a day 49, we're like, fuck this, I hate this shit. Oh my god. And I will talk about that later. I don't think I scrolled down yet. But there's a lot of shit here. Oh my goodness. But that's Future Beast problem. Temperance, very important. Work speed, work success rate. You want to make as much boxes as you can, and dude, that's like way later to mention. Oh my goodness. But it's just part of the basic gameplay. Next tip is justice. Justice is probably the best stat in the game. Is the most. Oh my god, I didn't put law points on here. Damn it. That's why I salves everything. Justice is probably the best stat in the game because it affects your movement speed and how much. Well, I didn't say it right. How fast you can swing, essentially. It's your attack speed. This is also the most expensive to upgrade through using law points, which is a currency you can just use to directly upgrade your employees rather than just train them through the abnormalities. And because of that, you want to just dump everything to justice, and you want to put the points manually into every other point, because I think justice is like 3 times more expensive than all the other ones. So you just level justice, and then the amount of points you would put into just normally, you just level like every other stat. It is crazy. Justice, pretty good, but I don't know why it's like super expensive. That's why it's like an S tier, because like you have to level this up. Speed is super important to get to meltdowns very quickly, and attack speed is just DPS, right? Now these are your, oh my goodness, these are the works you can perform on the abnormalities. Oh wow, gee whiz. Instinct is going like base instincts of the abnormality, and you're like, oh. Honestly, instinct is like whatever work, HP. Probably put it next to the HP stat. Oh my goodness. Same thing with insight work is mostly go like, oh, hey. It's taking care of the abnormalities and their living conditions. It says in the art book here. Oh my goodness. Thematically, it's kind of cool, but it's just SP, whatever. Can't believe it. Attachment work, being a playmate, just chilling with the abnormality. Yeah, thematically, it's pretty cool, but it's just chilling with like Candle Welchers. Oh my god. But it's temperate stat booster, and repression work is repressing desires and shit. And my goodness, it increases justice. And it's also goes up here because justice is such an important stat. So now we can start with the abnormalities. Oh my goodness. So this is 1.76 megahertz. Honestly, this is probably an A tier abnormality. It's only Teth. Maybe I should have done that. It's only Teth. I think we'll probably move this up to right now because it's kind of important. Teth is the second tier of the hardest abnormalities, or the most difficult abnormalities, which is basically nothing. And this guy is just super cheap. He farms the repression for you. He farms the justice. He's one like is it like 3 in the game that like farm justice essentially for free? Like there's just like no problem with it. You put him in the ringer with 1.76 megahertz and that's it. When he escapes, he like, I think he fucks up like hallways and shit, but like I think it's like a meltdown like 5 or something. That he shouldn't escape like ever. Even then it's like suppressing, is just like going back in there doing more work on him. So he's just turbo free justice farm. Anyway, let's tier these. Zane tier. Honestly, I might put Zane in F tier. This is the lowest tier abnormalities. And they might actually be F tier. But I think Jesus and Canna Well cheers puts them up to D now that I think about it. I don't think there's a lot of Zane tiers there. Let's scroll the wiki. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there really isn't. I guess Fairy Festival. Fairy Festival's kind of useful. A lot of the other ones. Yeah. I guess, yeah, we can do D tier for Zane. Zane is just like bitch basic. There's nothing there. Oh my god, nothing there. It's bitch basic. They produce like 10, 12 boxes. It's like nothing. And you very quickly just want to get people to stop working on Zane tier. Obviously, when you have like nuggets that have like, well, nuggets what we call employees, by the way, for those like 6 people watching, like, I'm gonna watch this 2-hour video on someone talking about a video game. Oh my god, hi. I do the same thing. The nuggets, they're just like bare minimum. You can kind of just train like anything you want on them because there really isn't like any risk ever. But the problem with this is they make like negative boxes, so you want to get out there as quickly as possible. Teth. Oh, they also train the EXP on for these stats the least amount. So they're stinky. A Teth tier, I would see. Like I said, 1.76 megahertz is Teth tier, and with that, it's all right. The boxes still suck, but your stats are you're getting a bit more than you would in Zan. And there's a lot more Teths in the game than there are Zans. Zans there's like probably like 8. Teths, all right, they're cool. Bare minimum bandit. You know, it's like, oh, go. Oh, gee whiz. Their gear sucks though. Teth gear, dog water. Zane tier, I'd rather be wearing nothing. Oh my goodness. HE tier. This is B for bare minimum. Oh my god. It is quite literally the bare minimum, and at least with HE tier abnormalities, you can spam them out because the more work you do on an abnormality that is a WA tier or Aleph tier, the less and less chances you have of actually successfully producing boxes is. This is a nice way to balance it out, so you just spam Aleph and WA tier for boxes. But we're gonna do it anyway because the percentage decrease is like 4%, and by golly, am I still gonna be getting a bunch of goods there? But what that is just like HE tier is kind of like whatever. Like I said, bare minimum. Your gear is quite literally bare minimum. You want everyone to have HE gear or higher. But yeah, I mean, WA tier, definitely A tier. Can you guys? I wonder where Aleph is gonna go. These are like actual good gear. A lot of the passes on the WA gear is like really good by providing like shields for your teams and giving HP. I think 1/8 HP regen, or is SP regen? Like, I don't know. Like SP regen, they just have a bunch of gimmick stuff, and it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. You actually get interesting pieces here. You actually have to think about. I want to say, Mr. Magic Bullet over there, just like a wall weapon, right? Yeah, these are all the fun shit starts coming out. Very good gear, usable to the very end of the game. Golly gee, but WA tier stuff is quite dangerous. But man, that's some cool shit from the Aleph tier. Oh my goodness, it's S tier. Aleph is definitely the most dangerous abnormalities again. That's why they're designated Alephs, and a lot of them just fuck you up instantly. I can think of at least 2 of them at the top of my head where if you get this, you just reset. You get their shit. First of all, you get their shit. You get their E.G.Os, and then you just reset. You're like, this is not fucking worth it. Oh my god. Some of them are kind of free though, and they produce the most amount of boxes in the game by bar none. And when you're trying to go fast or trying to complete things, Aleph are pretty important. Aleph and Wall, and that kind of comes into play later. Talking about chested and shit, but man. And with that out of the way, we have Forsaken Murderer. He's kind of just the jobber. He is, I wouldn't even say bare. He's filler. I'll put him in C tier. He's just filler. He's one of the abnormalities that can escape, and that's good because some missions require you to suppress escaping abnormalities. So you kind of want like a shitter like this. Like, oh, okay, oh boy, oh gee whiz. But man, I mean, he's just filler. He's the 10th filler, I think. He's kind of free. Like if you get like the options to pick a deal and he shows up, you're just gonna pick him up because so many things suck. Yeah, this is Alrune, I think. I have the wiki right here. What am I doing? Yeah, Alrune. Alrune is, I might put him in F tier. This thing fucking sucks. It's WA tier, so yeah, all good up. You get its gear and you never touch this motherfucker ever again. It is terrible. So you know how you want to get goods when you're extracting boxes from these guys? Alrune is like, no, if you get a good on me, my counter would decrease, and my clip-off counter is at 1. Oh my god, I didn't talk about clip-off counters. Oh my god, it's like down here. Too bad. Fuck. I was like, I'm gonna scream. It's so bad. And the clip-off counter is 1, which is like essentially guaranteed to happen if you work on this thing. And it's just, it teleports everywhere. It just fucks shit up in the fucking like hallway AoE. It's so bad. This is one of my least favorite abnormalities in the fucking game. Oh my god, the drip is, I think the drip is a Mackie. I'm opening the I think the drip is fine, but dude, like, it's so bad. Is the drip even good? The drip's not even that good. Oh my god, this guy fucking sucks. Get him out of here. Apocalypse Bird. Like, you know what you're doing if you're trying to fight Apocalypse Bird. Iconic. A good fight. Cool shit. And good Aleph gear. Like, it's Apocalypse Bird. Apocalypse Bird is one of those things where like, I think people know how to summon Apocalypse Bird with the 3 birds. I think people just know that. This shit must have been so fucking crazy to people who play Lobotomy Corporation originally and were like, oh my god. Like the storybook starts playing. And it's like a copy pasta nowadays, and it's just part of the identity of Project Man at this point. Yeah, the fight's pretty hard, but you know, finish it and you get cool shit. Oh my goodness. I think it has like the best E.G.O drip in the game. I probably should talk about drip, that's a separate tier list, but oh my god. It's so good. Or E.G.O gift drip, because the base stuff fucking that's 2 GBs, bro. Anyway, walks right. This is you might make funny mouse noises. This is Army in Black? Yeah, I was gonna say Army in Pink. Army in Black is they're kind of notorious for being one of those death sensitive abnormalities. But they're kind of helpful. Like if you have Army in Black, you can still play the game. It's not like an impossible. They also have like that weird gimmick where they appear as a Zayn, but they're actually an Aleph. They're kind of whatever. Like, they're not instant reset. You have to pay attention to execution bullets, but more or less, because they allow that you can hire them, and it drops their counter by 1. I think it counter 3. And you can increase your counter by doing work on them. Or you hire them, they provide HP regen to like an employee, and they also like give them, I think, damage resistance. I literally have the wiki of what I do. I don't want to spend 2 years, that's why. And they're pretty useful, just like helping beat shit up. Like, fuck you, die. Also, I didn't put protection on here. I think it's its own icon. Damn. Yeah, it heals HP. While they have the stats, they do have that like football touchdown when they break down. They'll go to the middle of a Sephiroth's room and spike the fucking atomic bomb and nuke the fucking facility. But I mean, they're not the worst. They're certainly worse. And Aleph gear, right? I don't know. They do help. What would be tier? This is Backwards Clock, S tier. In fact, I would probably put it like here, even though I'm not really tiering stuff. S tier. The game is like unbeatable without Backwards Clock. Holy shit. Like, if you're planning on finishing the game and actually doing day 49 legit, you have to have Backwards Clock. Like, my original playthrough, I didn't have it, and this is probably why it's so annoying to me. You just need Backwards Clock. It's terrible. So it just, you sacrifice a level 5 employee, which is the max level employee, and it just gets rid of like all the meltdowns in the facility, which I didn't talk about either. So if you know what that is, I'm terribly sorry. I should have moved these around better. I tried to move these around as best I could, but It is quite literally like needed. You're that, or you're just gonna want to like bash your head against the wall even more. Ugh. It's so bad. Like you need this. This is Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is fucking another like whatever. It's a piece of shit fucking stuff. Yeah. You'll pick this up if it's just like melting blood or something stupid that you don't want to deal with. It's kind of just filler. It does have an insta kill. I think if you do like repression work twice on it. Like, oh, I can grant repression, but like, dude, I'm matching the repression button. I'm not paying attention to that. C tier. Get out of here. Oh my god. It does have the insta kill mechanic if you do repression work, I think twice in a row without doing another piece of work on it. And it insta kills your employee regardless of where the fuck they are. Like, thematically, it's okay, but it's like I said, it's just filler. You can do the other work and whatever. Negative boxes. This is, I had to put this one in because I don't think this is in the original tier list. This is behavior adjustment. Now, behavior adjustment is one of the equipment pieces where you go, oh, you can equip it, and then you get better attack speed and movement speed. And a cost of like some SP. I think this is the ones like if you return within 30 seconds, you fucking explode. But I don't know how good this is. Because what's equipment in the game is just like really good, or you just like never fucking use it. I'm gonna say it's probably a whatever equipment. Like if you get it, you're just like, yeah, whatever, I'll fucking grab it, I guess. But I feel like that's most equipment. I might put it in B tier literally just because it's not fucking this piece of shit. You get extra attack speed and move speed when you have equipped, but your SP gets decreased by like 15 or something. Or your prudence stat gets decreased by 10 or something. So whatever, it's a trade-off. You know what it does, just don't put it away right away. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. it's I'm putting it with the rest of the filler. This is like whatever. This is the big in, I think will be Bad Wolf. Might be Bad Wolf. I mean, I should have. Was red. Put on here as well. This is kind of like a whatever. WA tier, so like gear's fine. Doesn't really do anything besides just be fucking annoying. I do love the story behind Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary and Big and Will Be Bad Wolf. And they are kind of iconic, right? So I guess I could put them up. Iconic mean you actually recognize them. And also they show up like in Library of Ruina. So I mean, like I said, wall gear, good. Annoying character, bad. It's not too annoying though. I'll put it in B tier. Little Red Riding Hood and Mercenary. So these have a theme together where if you have one, they just hate each other to the death. I wonder why. Oh my god. But Red Riding Hood is actually helpful. And if you pick red, you're not guaranteed to get Big and Will Be a Bad Wolf. Like when we talk about yin and yang when they show up down here. But red, you could hire her to beat up any fucking enemy in your facility, essentially. Which is kind of worth it sometimes. I think she needs to get the final hit or she'll get pissed, but like just throwing a body at like a fucking Aleph gear or something, especially because she's a wall, so she just has like tier advantage. It's just crazy. Good character, also iconic. I love her. Amazing. Big Bird. Big Bird. A Big Bird is another one of those funny abnormalities that's like, hey, I'm death sensitive. When your fucking clerks die, I come out and I do the funny ding 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 ding. Iconic piece, part Apocalypse Bird. Also wall tier, which means good gear. But he's pretty fucking annoying. If you're going for Apocalypse Bird, and depending on how much you want to be like, it's him, it's fucking Big Bird, you could probably put him like an A tier. Maybe S tier just for that iconic of it, but you kind of don't want him as for your facility unless you're going for Apocalypse Bird. But he's him, right? We'll put him B tier. I mean, wall gear is always good. A lot of walls will probably end up like in B and A tier unless they're super fucking annoying, like this piece of shit. Bloodbath, I think it's just a test tier thing. It's just like, oh, don't meet the stat requirement and you're fine. And as long as you meet the stat requirements, it's just never a fucking problem. And you'll see like a lot of stuff will probably just be put in filler tier because there's just like, as long as you meet the stat requirements, like who gives a shit? Yeah, Bloodbath, I couldn't tell you. I think you can sacrifice people to Bloodbath and it makes more boxes, but it's just not worth it. It's just another filler piece. Just use it to get through the day. Blue Star. I think this is like might be an S tier. If Blue Star escapes, it just fucking black holes and just kills like everybody who doesn't meet a certain stat requirement. But the big butt at that. I think it doesn't have like a gimmick like on procedures. If you meet the stat requirements and you just work on it, you can just farm boxes on this, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, I'm looking at the wiki now. Play with prunes below level 5, just have the stat, and if it takes longer than 60, just have the stats and you just have like a free fucking thing to just farm. And it has a cooldown too. What a nice guy. Yeah, really good gear because Aleph, pretty easy to take care of. Obviously, having Aleph in your facility will always be a problem, but this is probably one of the better ones to have. Just meet the stat requirements and oh my goodness, I did it. Free shit. Censored. Censored fucking sucks. Like, if Censored ever escapes, it might actually just be an instant reset. It is so bad. But Censored's gear is so fucking good. I would probably just put it. I don't know why I'm trying to tier these because I forget about like how time. That's just probably an A tier. Mostly because his gear is really good. You really don't want him in your facility. It's also like one thing, so like, oh, if they escape, you got fucked anyway, right? Huh. So it has that mechanic where if you go onto him, your SP just instantly drops. So we talk about it. I think you're instantly like hopeless when you see Censored, assuming you're max level. This is based on your levels. So your SP instantly drops like 60%, and yeah. So it's mostly just surviving that. I don't think he's free boxes. Well, if you have resistance, he kind of is free boxes. It's one of those funny things. I like to think it's like quip at SCP containment stuff where people just like constantly redacted stuff. Kind of funny. I didn't talk about his weapon. So his weapon makes it, he doesn't have an armor piece, but his weapon makes it so 40% of the damage you take, you heal. So he just makes your guys really tanky. I mean, if he escapes, you're fucked anyway. But that's mostly with most of these Alephs. But he's kind of annoying to deal with. But like, he's not completely safe. Like, you do have to just put someone in with like, I think black resistant armor. For E.G.O. And hope they don't lose their box RNG, right? He's not that bad. A tier. Yeah, fuck it. In there. I literally could not tell you what this next one is. It is like WA filler. Meet the stat requirement. Like, I might put an A tier. He's like, just meet the stat requirement, dude. This is at 1.76 megahertz. This is dimensional refraction variant. If this thing breaks out, it's a pain in the ass. I think it's also one that just covers shit everywhere. But it's just like, just meet the stats. To be fair, most of these are just like, just meet the stats and you don't really have to worry about it. Pardon me. It's just meet the stats, LMAO. Stat farming is just super important in this game, and this is just one that's just like, yeah, meet the stats. You have something that produces a decent amount of boxes, and you don't have to worry about it. This is a fucking train, right? Express train of hell. So the way this works is this puts a timer on your game. So nothing except for 2 abnormalities in this game are like time sensitive, and this is one of those too. So it's just an equipment piece you have to interact with, and I think it heals you every time you interact with it. Or something, and tickets keep piling up. As soon as there's like, I think 3 or 4 tickets on it or something, a train passes by the facility and kills like basically, or does a bajillion damage to everything it passes by. And it is terrible. The amount of people who reset to this is insane. It's like, oh, Barbie fine, because it's an equipment piece. Usually equipment pieces are like whatever, who cares? But this thing, oh my god. It's not bad to like get the logs for it because you just interact with it like fucking 15 times and you're done. But holy shit. This is like an instant reset because you will forget, especially because you'll always be playing like on ×2 speed anyway, so your seconds are off and you will forget. Like 100%, it's probably not worth having in your facility. Get it away from me. Oh my god. This is Fairy Festival. Fairy Festival is, if they could heal during the Netsack meltdown, it would probably be like up here. But Netsack meltdown said nope, no healing at all. Fuck you. And that sucks because I feel a lot of these abnormalities that heal like just don't fucking matter. If someone's close to death, they're probably gonna fucking die anyway. And you can probably just throw them in the middle room where they'll heal anyway. They're not, because they are Zane tier, right? But they are just like filler. But they are kind of annoying filler. I might put them in D tier. Because like if you work on them, you have to spend 10 seconds. We don't work on anybody else, and then you'll be fine. But you're not really gonna be working on them anyway. You really should be working on these guys. Like the healing, dude. I'm putting him in D tier, literally just because you're Zane. Firebird. The Firebird's kind of fucking annoying, dude. I might put him in C tier. But it has one of those things where it's like, oh boy, I'm gonna break out. I'm gonna break out. But when it breaks out, as long as you don't attack it, eventually you'll just like fuck off and piece back home. But he has like AoE around him. Or I should say AoE. What's it called? When you have like an aura around you that does damage. It's a damage aura. Oh my god, they just said the words. So it's like, not really filler. Not really worth, but like wah. And it's like, but the more his he clip off the meltdown. Where the fuck they call this thing? The more his counter. There you go. The worse you do on his oh my god, can't think of the words. On his work. It's just like, he's not free, but he's not like the worst thing in the world. And also he's WA because we like having boxes and we like getting through this game at a reasonable pace. It's really also complete unrelated to the other three birds. He's on his own. He's his own goat. I might just put him B tier just for the WA gear, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying. Yeah, I have to answer it. This is an equipment piece. This is scrolling the wiki right now. Flesh idol. There's one of things where if you pray to it, you get HP. This is a WA tier. Oh my god. If you pray to it, for like I think like 20. I have it right here. What am I doing? 21 to 90 seconds. You heal people in the facility. Oh my goodness. He just heals people in the facility when you pray to it. If you don't pray to it, if you stop praying to it, like within 20 seconds of activating it, you die. If you pray for it for more than 90 seconds, you die. And like the entire facility just fucking breaks out. It's very funny. Honestly, I might give this a try. in a different playthrough. This is probably actually kind of useful. Because it heals the every other employee, not just everyone like in your section. Unlike another one we'll talk about later. Huh. Honestly, yeah, we'll forget about it. But it's not like Expression Hell that's gonna punish you. Because you have to start this one, right? And this one just doesn't start. This is quite the conundrum. I'm putting C tier because I've never fucking used it in my life. But it definitely has use. Oh my god, I have this thing where like tier no. Oh my god. I mean, it definitely has its uses, but I feel like it's just like another filler piece that you're probably gonna forget about 90% of the time. This is, I think, Fragment of the Universe, right? Yeah, Fragment Universe. Death, filler, bam. He exists. He does break out. I don't think I talked about Wolf and Red Hood. Red Hood, what the fuck? This is a Nikkei. Little Red Riding Hooded Mercenary. That's what I'm calling Red Hood. I should say Little Red. When these motherfuckers break out, it's pretty hard. Because WA tier, like I said, it's below Aleph on the tier list, but they're still pretty high up there. They're strong. You don't want to fuck with them. And when Red breaks out, it's fuck. But man, she's useful. Anyway, this motherfucker breaks out. That one challenge, we have to kill shitters. Pretty easy. Done, bam. This is... They make Solemn Lament. Everyone knows this guy for Solemn Lament. Like, guys, it's Gunsang. It's him. It's the guy. This is a Funeral Dead Butterflies. This guy is dripped to fuck, and he's part of the the Repression Farming Corps. God bless this man. He's super cool. And he farms the Repression. To a certain point. For that, he's really good. I think he's HE tier. Which is like, it's pretty good. Obviously HE tier, but he goes above and beyond because his gear is pretty decent. And would you believe it? Repression grinding is very important. So yeah, we'll put Funeral Dead Butterflies in A tier because he's him. Oh my goodness. Look at him. What a beautiful guy. This is Giant Tree Sap. D tier, fucking Z tier, dude. Like, Giant Tree Sap, you take a swig of it. The first time, it's free. Every time after that, there's a chance you explode and die instantly. So on your swig, you heal HP, and it's also SP. No wacky. You just heal HP. Oh, and it gives you HP regen, which I guess is kind of good. But every time after the first, I think it's like increments of like 15%. It'll just be like, hey, I'm gonna blow you up. He's like, oh, don't blow up. And it's like, oh, dead forever. Shout out to lag on the screen, by the way. It's kind of useful. If this gets meltdown like twice, you're kind of upset. But I mean, it's useful. It's very useful. You can take a swig and go fight. But at the same time, if you have to take more than one swig, you're kind of risking like losing an employee. Because you want to drink this with an employee that's good for the buffs, right? Like on the first swig. But everything after that, you kind of just send a nugget in and hope they won't explode. I think we just keep it in D tier. Yeah, not really. It's like whatever. Who cares? I mean, this is hard. This is actually hard. I feel like C tier is just like no, because C tier's like whatever, right? And this can kind of fuck you over. But it's also like a whatever, right? And these can still fuck you over, just not paying attention. Yeah, it's filler. Fuck it. This is also filler. This is I couldn't even fucking tell you the name of this thing. This thing kind of exists to teach players like, oh, when someone is like I forgot the actual term for it. I'm gonna call it mesmerized. Oh, if you spam click on the employee or clerk, that they'll like wake up and they'll be like, ah, shit, what was I doing? This is Grave Cherry Blossoms. There you go. It's just Teth filler. Probably the worst of the Teth filler because you actually pay attention to it. It's one of those things where you do go on it, the counter decreases, I think. But it's just like click on the guy and they're okay. Yippee. It kind of sucks when you have to deal with fucking Hawkmonk, piece of shit. But other than that, it's kind of whatever. This doesn't exist. I'll talk about that later. Throw that down here. His hype Tabor, HE tier. Don't send the same person twice and he won't kill anybody. If you send the same person twice in a row to Teddy Bear, it will instant kill them. So don't do that. You're probably paying attention to this, and if you're not, then you're like, ah, shit. It's not fine. HE tier, good boxes, as long as you cycle in between two people. It's pretty decent HE tier. Equipment is just whatever. Pretty good guy. Clyde Monk, fuck this guy. Hey, Clyde Monk. His wall, but I think his weapon's like really fucking gimmicky and weird. This is one of the other death sensitive abnormalities. And I think he has an insta kill attack where he like charges up and I'll wind up. And dude, I'm not paying attention. Dude, I've seen his escape. I'm highlighting all my clerks or my employees. And I'm hitting suppress and I'm continuing with fast forward. I forget about that. Honestly, probably not the worst thing in the world. Like, now that I understand how to play video games and not be stupid. But, dude, we fucking hate abnormalities that escape. And also, stuff like that, when they escape, I think they decrease the counter. So I think red's counter decreases when abnormalities escape. Huh. Yeah, it sucks for abnormalities like that. So yeah, fuck this guy. Suck my nuts. Oh my god, it sucks so much. This is Judgment Bird. Probably like, maybe S tier, honestly. Judgment Bird is like one of like the very few characters in the game that do pale damage, which I haven't really talked about, but we'll get there when we get there. And pale damage is just like percentage HP against things. So basically, unless you resist it with your E.G.O armor, it will always kill everyone at the same speed. Dude, it's like real Judgment. And he's only Wall tier, but his gear is Aleph tier. But the abnormality itself is a Wall. And it's just like, oh, free is free. Counter of 2, so if you fuck up once, you can still be like, oh, well, that's it. I'm just not going to interact with them for the rest of the day. Good boxes, just meet the stat check. Honestly, not too bad. The only problem is he does pale damage, so you'll send like Goat Giga Chad in, and then he'll come out with like half HP. But as long as you're like paying attention to your everything that's happening around you, and as long as there's not problems going on, very good. Lightita, I might make a new tier just for Lightita. Oh my goodness, I love Lightita. She's so nice. You farm the attachment work on her, and that is it. She gives you a gift. You say, thank you, Lightita. Lightita. I can't even say your name right. But she gives you a gift. You say, thank you, Lightita. And you move on with your day by spamming attachment work on her. Here's an HE tier, and she just makes a bunch of boxes. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should put... No, this guy can actually, like, escape, I guess. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Lightita. She's, like, never a problem. I know she gives you a gift, and if you work on someone else while you have a gift, like, you go, like a spider erupts out of you, you have to fight that, but... She's such a good bird. Like, it's just do the attachment work on her. Be her friend, and then you literally never have to worry about it ever. So you just send like a goon squad of like 5 workers to. I shouldn't say it like that. Oh my god, goon has lost all its meaning. You send a squad of 5 like nuggets to just constantly work on her, and oh my god, they're the bestest of friends. Oh my god, they even had the like heart above them. Oh my god, literally like never a problem. This is the piano bitch. I completely forgot her name. Oh my god. This is also one where just meet the stat requirement, and you basically don't have to worry about it. I think this is the one that gives you like a shield on their equipment. Oh my god, highlight messages. Probably one of the better ones. Just meet the stat requirement, and you'll be fine. Like whatever. The gear's really good, so this is me remembering that I'm actually kind of tearing, but I forget like half the fucking time. It's like, oh, okay, it's pretty good gear. Good abnormality. Free shit. Wallet here, and we make a bunch of boxes. We love boxes. Oh my goodness, boxes. The next one's equipment. This is Luminous Bracelet. I think this is the one that gives you HP regen. Employees HP is increased by 50 as long as it's co-op and increased for health. So this is just like a heal thing. It's kind of just another fucking filler piece. Like, fucking whatever. If you hold on to this for too long, you blow up and you die. Oh, gee whiz. Well, as long as you're not at full HP, I should say. And once you hit full HP, because it heals your HP, and once you're at full HP, if you're at full HP for 6 seconds, you blow up. I think if you pick this up and you put it away, you, without full HP, they also blow up. So it's like it's not the worst. Obviously, most equipment in this game is kind of just filler, so whatever. This motherfucker, I won't put him after. This is, oh my god, all the Limits fans like, dude, that's the Don Quixote, the E.G.O. This is Meat Lantern. Meat Lantern is I think they have a calendar of 1. And I was like, when you work on 5 abnormalities, they breach and they just set up like a Venus flytrap on the floor, and you have to shoot them to kill them and send them back. And it's just every time you work with abnormalities, I think like 5 times it escapes. So you have anything that's breach sensitive, this motherfucker is going to trigger them constantly. Teth my ass, dude. Get your gear, reset instantly, dude. Like, I hate this thing. Honestly, I don't think it's as bad as like these other ones, but like, actually no, it might actually be worse. Well, it's worse than fucking that. It's so bad. It's super annoying. I don't think it's guaranteed its skill. I think it does a lot of damage when it like bites a guy, but dude, fuck you. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Anything that's death sensitive, when a clerk inevitably walks over it, like, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Anyway, yeah, F tier. Get that shit out of here. Melting Blood. If you're a simp, this thing's S tier. If you're not a simp, this thing's like fucking D tier. This thing's in your facility is so hard to quarantine. It basically has like an infection mechanic where if you work on it, it'll put like a spore on them. Not really a spore. I'll put goop on them. And that goop goes and spreads to the people around it. And the people it spreads to, after a certain period of time, they'll just die. And there's like, oh, okay. Or do they die? No, I think you just get spread. But if a certain amount of people have the goop on them, then they die. And then she breaks out, and her gear is like pretty fucking good though. But oh my god, this thing fucking sucks. Literally just get the gear and bounce. Like, don't keep seeing your facility. Get the gear and bounce. I'll probably put it in fucking C tier just because of that. Just get the gear in fucking repository. You get me the fuck out of there. This is Mirror of Adjustment. Mirror of Adjustment it just reallocates all your stats when you interact with it. Or allocates employee stats when you interact with it. This is very good if you kind of just like dump to one stat and you kind of want like a more even stat distribution on your employee. Kind of good. Like, let's say you like dumped attachment with light to you, and you're like, huh, may I get some repression? You do that. You do it once, because the more times you do it, it'll give you less stats back. So let's say you have 100 stat total, and you interact with it, it'll just redirect your 100 stats. If let's say you interact with it again, now suddenly you've lost stats, and it'll only be like, okay, we're only redirecting 80 stats, 20 stats, gone forever. And the more times you interact with it, the less and less stats we'll get back when it redistributes it randomly. But honestly, it's probably one of the better ones in the game. I might put it in it. Like, yeah. This shit actually does something that you'll actually remember to use it. Unlike every other equipment in this fucking game. Pretty good. Like I say, you can just match like one piece of work. Like, say like Titia here. You match attachment from like level 1 to level 5. Match attachment on this woman. Do this, suddenly your stats are like in better spots, and then you can match attachment on her again. Oh my god, it's crazy. I love like Titia. Oh my goodness. This is stupid fucking baby. I fucking hate this stupid baby. Oh my god. What's the real name? It's something fetus. Nameless fetus. This thing's like fucking I don't know about F tier. You can just never make it. Wee. It'll be fine. And also it's HE tier, so you kind of like get shit. But that's have a sacrifice, right? I think anything with sacrifice sucks. But you're kind of forced to like sacrifice work and stuff on like some gimmick shit. Nah, it sucks. You don't want it. You don't want it. Get the stupid fucking child out of here. Oh my god. I think when it screams, stuff in the facility just starts loading counter and stuff will start breaching or doing their funny gimmicks. And it sucks. I know it's HE gear, but like bare minimum and bare minimum my fucking ass. Get the fuck out of here. Die. This is Notes of a Crazy Researcher, I'm pretty sure, next, which is another piece of equipment. As a crazy researcher, I think we interact with it, you get like better, fuck's this, you get better temperance stats. So that's like a work speed. And I'm trying to look for this on the wiki. Oh my god. You get better temperance speed. So temperance speed, oh my god. You better temperance, so that's work speed and work success rate, right? Yeah, increased by 20. Oh my goodness. Boy, if you take 60 damage, you fucking explode. It's probably good for like some like early stat checks. But dying for it kind of sucks. And it's just like when you take 60. I don't know if the explosion kills because I don't do it. Because it does 30 damage. I don't know if that's 30 damage to the shit around you or to the player itself. I mean, it's kind of useful. I also feel like it's just filler. And people would be like, oh, it's really good because you could do this. And to that, I say thank you for telling me because I never really found a use for this. I think it's just another filler piece. You grab it and you put it away. And you're like, okay. Don't know what this is called. What's the stuff that could potentially upgrade your ego for today? If you really want to meta game, you can do this at the beginning of the game, see if your shit dies or not, reset, and then have like someone with like a good ego weapon. Like, huh. Yeah. I really chug for that. Hold faith and promise. So when you interact with it, your ego weapon has a chance to just fucking explode or be upgraded. It's only temporarily. But it's also kind of just like free. Also, if your stuff explodes and you're having a good day and you're like, oh shit, but I get that stupid fucking piece of shit item again. It's, I don't know, it's, I think I just put it here. I know people really like it because like, oh, the damage when you upgrade your stuff and oh, gee whiz. But I mean, when you don't have let's talk about it later. Being a stuff that makes your stuff permanent, it fucking sucks because you'll probably put in like a wall piece of like an abnormality you grind. Let's say it's fetus. We put fetus pieces in and it explodes, and we don't have fetus in our facility anymore because we fucking reset. And it's like, I don't want to fucking do that shit again, dude. I don't want to do fucking fetus, man. Ah. Also, you don't want to put an alec point in and just fucking lose that forever. Like, yeah. I wonder, does Bina's stuff even? I wonder if it still gets destroyed if you have Bina's upgrade. Huh. When you do that in the future playthrough. Anyway, it's kind of whatever. Filler. Bye. Grandmama is fucking filler. It's like, if you don't interact with me, my room gets ooh. Maybe it's just like musky ass, like smoke fills your room, and it's just if you don't interact there, if you try and interact there, you go in the room and it goes. And then you just like pick like dot damage and then it's okay again. It's just filler. Thanks, Grandmama. Jesus, S tier. So you're guaranteed to start with 1 sin, 100 good deeds. Every time you start the game, it will always be the first abnormality unless you glitch it. So here's like a glitch where if you accept something, like accept like a new abnormality, and then you reset the day, I think that new abnormality will be the first one instead of 1 sin. But 1 sin's the GOAT. Shout out to my boy JC. Amen. There's not really anything to talk about. It's just the first one. In the early game, we can actually farm stats and not worry about like having to go through dusk and dawn ordeals. Dusk, not dusk ordeals. You don't have to worry about like dawn ordeals and midnight ordeals. You can just farm this guy like early game like really easy. Take like 20 fucking years because he's fucking Zayn, but Jesus, let's go. Kind of well cheers. It's very funny. I kind of want to put it in S tier because it's get that drink. Oh my goodness, Zayn fucking sucks though, but it's so funny. I think this is what with most Zayn. It's so fucking funny. Also, he has a funny gimmick we'll talk about later for not kind of world cheers, but for 1 sin 100 good deeds. But, oh my god, world cheers is so funny. I think it's like the worst ego in fucking Limbus company, but I don't care. This is about Lobotomy Corporation. It's so funny. Realistically, he probably gets put with the other Zayn, but if we're being a fucking goofy goober fucking S rank baby, holy shit. We'll probably just let him in D tier though. Realistically, I say this, but no, fuck, it's my tier list, dude. Fucking, we're putting him up there. Parasitic tree is the same shit as I think this motherfucker, cherry blossoms. I forgot what the fuck it's called. Will hypnotize your fucking employees and shit. You have to mash click them to get them to fucking wake up and be like, oh shit, my bad. It's WoW tier, and it's more annoying because it's just this, but like way better. Or way more stronger and a piece of shit to deal with. But we like free shit. We like free shit. And you have to fuck up like a couple times for like its blooms to come out. I don't know. I think V tier is good. It's an annoying wall, right? Not like I'm gonna fucking explode. I hate this fucking thing wall, but pretty annoying. I think V tier is pretty good. It's a he shows up in Library Runa. Just meet the stat requirement. I might put him in fucking A tier, dude. Like, just meet the stat requirement, you're fine. Like, see, is that like bare minimum, or should that be like higher tier? I think it's like the first HE was just like, just meet the stat requirement, you just spam them out and make a bunch of boxes. His gear's alright. If this thing in breaches is kind of annoying, but like, that's like with everything in this fucking game. A tier? Because he's, as like say, as long as you meet stat requirements, like with most of these guys, it's gonna, you get him early, or like fucking C tier, but he's filler good, right? Yeah, I'll put him A tier. Filler good. This is next thing is Papatai. I don't know how you fucking pronounce this dumbass dog's name. He's just Teth filler. I don't know what else to say. He's like, oh boy, sure do love. When he escapes, it's funny as fuck, bro. You haven't seen it, look up P-P-O-D-A-E. That's how you spell its name. I don't know if I can pronounce it. Breach. It is so fucking funny. This guy is... Yeah, I did that. This doesn't exist. Let me put this all the way down here. I want to talk about it later. This is Skin Prophecy, I want to say. Yeah, Skin Prophecy. To the wiki. I have no idea what the fuck this equipment does. When the employees do get an increase of 15 prudence points and you become weaker to white damage by 0.3. You do this 10 times, but your white damage caps at 2.3. Honestly, it's probably one of the more useful ones. Ironically. Like, I've never fucking used this in my life. Because honestly, meaning like prudence stat, does your stats increase during the day though? But even then, you can like, yeah, because it alters your stats, so they would change, like they would tier up, and it resets the things at the end of the day. See, I actually don't have enough information about this. If it resets your resistances along with your prudence stat, then this is like easy V tier. If it doesn't reset your resistances, this thing fucking like blows. I don't want to permanently cripple my employees, right? No, I'm gonna say B tier, because you can like max prudence on like a nugget on something they're not gonna take white damage from, and you can just send them in and just probably, if you get this early, it's really good. No, it's kind of like whatever, right? I'll put it B tier. I believe. Also, if you panic after you use it, you fucking get insta killed. But like I said earlier, there's a bunch of shit in this game where you panic, you might as well be an insta kill anyway, dude. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I kind of like dying instantly so I don't panic the other employees. Yeah, kind of cool. This is Queen Bee. I fucking hate Queen Bee. Queen Bee has a thing where it's a meltdown or a counter of 1. And it's just like, when it kills a guy, it will make a worker drone out of them. It could be a fucking shitty clerk. It could be anyone in your nuggets. And it can get out of control really quickly. I know if you have like a comp team, it's probably not as bad, because I just have like PTSD from when I like first played this game like 2 years ago. But it's probably not too bad like nowadays, now that I have like brain power. Oh, gee whiz. It is annoying though, like, because as you get a normal result, which is probably bound to happen from mashing this thing, you can't really mash it, right? Because it's a wall tier, so your chances keep going down. I just gonna say not worth the headache of blowing up your whole facility on accident. The clerks are stupid. And die. Oh my god, fuck you, Queen Bee. A wall gear. I think their gear is actually useful though. In fact, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Because wall gear is actually good. And then Aleph gear is like, you know, Aleph gear, ooh, gee whiz. Redolta. Redolta's kind of just like HE filler. You can, like I say, is HE filler like worth putting in A tier? Or you just put that in B tier, right? I don't know. Because I could just put this down here. No, I'll put him here. Yeah, I'll put them both down here. Move the tier list around. It's just he's filler. When he escapes, it's not that much of a pain in the ass. Just beat him up. He has like SP damage and around him, like, whatever, white damage around him. Like, whatever. You can grind. I want to say insight on him or white. That's like, oh, it's pretty good. Yeah, cool. Brilliant. Scarecrow searching for wisdom. Iconic, fucking annoying. D tier. So Scarecrow searching for wisdom has the opposite of a stat check. He's a stat check that you don't want a high enough stat. If you have like a 5 or higher, I want to say prudence. Fuck. If you have a 5 or higher of the white stat is prudence, yeah. If you geared this, his counter will lower and he'll breach, and it is super fucking annoying because you can't really farm boxes on him. It's like, oh, okay, I guess. Whatever. But if there is like a free breach for missions where you have to beat a guy up, it's just super annoying, and I hate negative stat checks. D tier. Bye. This is, I have no idea how to pronounce this man's name. I'm gonna try anyways. Like, just open the new Google tab, and I'm like, no, it's not as funny that way. This is Schadenfreude? Probably pronouncing that right. Wrong. This is HE filler. Whatever. His gimmick is, if you look at him, you're guaranteed to. If you look at someone who works on Schadenfreude, you're guaranteed to fail, or you're really likely to fail on making your boxes, which is fucking like. But just don't look at him now. And when he breaches, if you don't look at him, he can't do anything. It's very funny. I mean, he does do like some damage, but like he's like severely hindered if you don't look at him. It is so funny. I love this concept. He's just free HE boxes. He's free spam boxes. Scorched Girl. Iconic, but kind of just a free Teth. Like whatever. Teth filler. Ooh. That thing's when she breaches, she marks one person. She'll walk up to him and then she'll just blow up. As long as you move that one person away from her, and she's not that fast. She's pretty slow. And it puts like a little match in front on top of the person she marks. And he's like, whatever. And if she marks a clerk, you move all your important employees out of the room the clerk is in, or anywhere near that fucking clerk for that matter, and you just have her suicide on the fucking clerk. Dude, fuck that clerk, die. This is Shelter the 13th March, I think. I think I might be confusing them. This is Shelter, right? On Wiki, I need the whole name. Shelter, essentially when you're in it, you take no damage. You're invincible. But if you're in it for a certain amount of time, all the counters in the facility start counting down, and automatically start doing their gimmicks, start escaping, and it just... But this thing has... Yeah, Shelter from the 27th of March, there's the name. This thing has like cheese so much like victories for people that it would be a disservice for me not to put in S tier. You put a guy in there, you have your Admirais break out and fight like the Arbiter and the Red Mist, and ooh, yeah. Like, I've never really used it. I should experiment more with this, but I know there's like so much stories of people like this thing has saved my life and made so much shit so super easy. And for that, I'll pull it up here. Ooh, I think it gives HP regen when you're in it as well, so you can like quickly dip in and dip out. Let me actually open the wiki for that. Let me show the restart to create HP and SP every 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. I use it for like a quick heal. I don't know who actually uses for that, but all right. Seeking Machine, iconic, but also a fucking stat check it the wrong way. It is a stat check where if you have a higher enough of a fucking, what is it? Instinct? Fortitude stat? Fuck. No. My credibility is dropping. No. What little credibility I had is dropping. Yeah, finishing with his employee with a Fortitude level 4 or higher. Or Temperance 2 or lower. Oh my god. It just kills your fucking guys. And it's like, oh, okay. Or it lowers the counter and the next person to work on it and gets instant killed. Super annoying. You have to have negative nuggets. This is why when you hire employees after a certain upgrade, you can just put negative stats on them to not be at 333. I hate positives, or not positive. Backward stat check fucking characters. I hate them. Die. Bye. HE gear. His weapon fucking hurts you when you use it. Very funny. Iconic because they're in Library of Runa, but man, fuck you. This is Red Eyes, which is the big spider. Make a sac or Spider Bud. My bad. Red Eyes is the name of their ego. Probably just Teth filler, like whatever. Iconic because of Limbus as well, but I think they're also in library. Yeah, they're also in library. Iconic, yeah, you can sacrifice people to make more boxes by forcing them to do certain work at what it eats them, but it's you don't do that. It's just Teth filler. But the ego, I don't really talk about ego drip. This would be, I guess, spoilers for whenever the fuck I do that tier list. The glasses are cool as fuck, dude. Holy shit. Anyway, Barrowing Heaven. Barrowing Heaven is the automatic. We have to. It's the opposite of Shannon for whatever the fuck this guy's name is, where you just have to pay attention to it, and it can't do anything if it's on your screen. Probably it's WA filler, so A tier. It's being breaches is but really cool, and E.G.O is one of the weapons Red Mist uses. I don't think I talked about Red Mist weapons. Oh my god. Red Mist uses Spider Bud's weapon. Red Mist also uses Jesus' weapon, Winston's weapon. Child of the Galaxy. When you work with them, he gives you a gift. That gives you HP regen. His ego gift, or he gives you a thing, like a little buff that gives you permanent HP and SP regen, I'm pretty sure. If you work on someone else, he gets upset, but we don't care about that. We care about grinding his ego gift, which I think just gives passive regen, and it's nothing related to him, like from your days buffs. Pretty good. The thing that sucks about him, not puts him like A tier, is that he only gives OKs. Like, he literally is incapable of giving good work results, which sucks because like you kind of want to use him to like farm, because you're using him anyway to kind of farm the ego gift. Well, I guess, oh, it's how much we value that gift, right? You use him to farm that gift. But at the same time, like the actual EXP farm from it kind of sucks because you can't get anything higher than an OK. And that like really bleeds into like you grinding your stats out. Oh no. I really do not know. He is kind of free. He is a free HE, so I guess just put him there. This is Dreaming Current. I think this is just another free character. Yeah, when he escapes, it kind of just blows up wherever the fuck's in front of it, I think. I think it's this one. There's like 3 motherfuckers that do it. Counter 2, free wall, free gear. Bam, done. This is Heart Aspiration. Oh my god, it's like Library Runa. If you're turning the Library Runa fight, this thing would be an F tier. Oh my god. But we're not doing that. Heart Aspiration, when you have it equipped, you get more HP and you get more, I want to say, attack speed. You get more 42 in attack speed, as long as you have it equipped. And if you put it away without suppressing abnormality or something, then you die. But like, just grab it on like your goat, and you literally don't have to worry about it. It's just free stats. Generally, probably the best one, because these usually have things like, oh, if you're Dark Druid, no. That's just like equip it. If you're putting it away, just make sure you hit a guy. Done. Night of Despair. Oh my god, also iconic. I want to say she breaks out, but she doesn't break out. She doesn't have a counter, but she breaks out if your guy dies, right? Am I wrong? Am I stupid? Yeah, breaching. And I know she has special dialogue with if Queen of Hatred suppresses her as well, which you will never fucking see. I'll talk that more on Queen of Hatred stuff. But she's pretty good. I know she basically makes like a person like have like super resistances. I've never used it. It looks really good. Never used it myself because I think I had her once and I had to reset because I got like fucking melting blood or some shit. Pretty good. I think she's generally really good. Just don't fucking die, meet the stat requirements, and if that person died, you're probably gonna fucking reset anyway. The only problem is people she blesses can't do work anymore, and they're like strictly combat units, so you can't just use them as like a panic button on like, oh shit, this thing's melting down, this owl's melting down, I need to fucking go in there and fix it. Well, I think as long as you pay attention to that, it's very good. This is Little Prince, I think, or some shit like that. It's a mushroom man. He has like the weird spore mechanic. I know I said spore on this, but it's like actual spores where I got the... I think they call it spore. I don't even think it's actually officially recognized as anything game. Like, kind of feels like a free wall. You just have to cycle someone in every time. Probably like one of the more annoying free walls, but you send someone to work and then you send them away to fucking get rid of their counters. I think the counters are invisible too. It could probably fuck you over, but we like walls that aren't that bad and pretty easily manageable. Mountain of Smiling Boys, A tier. I said A tier, I was right, S tier. S tier. That's my boys. Iconic, funny, a goober, death sensitive, everything people. So as I think his counter is like 3 or something, or is it 2? His counter's 2. Every time I think 10 people die in the facility, he'll go like, and he'll breach when 20 people die. And every time he eats a body off the floor, he'll get another segment to 3 segments. And at that point, you're fucked. But you could just have like balanced smiling bodies, like as soon as he breaches, when he's a one segment, is such a pushover. You can like just have like a kill squad of like I think 3 decked out people just fucking beat the shit out of him as soon as he comes out. And he's back in, and you don't have to worry about it. It is so free. His gear's so good, and it's not that much of a pain in the ass to take care of. Obviously, later in the game, this kind of sucks because you can't have to micromanage your guys anymore. But for an Aleph, he's pretty free, and even when he breaks out, it's not like a game over when he breaks out. Like if you're prepared for it, it's kind of just like, oh, okay, dead. So free shit, free boxes. Thank you, Mouse, my boys. This is Naked Nest. Kind of just another like stat check wall. As long as you meet the stat checks, it's like, okay, whatever. Meet stat checks, get decent gear. Ugly, but hey, decent gear, just meet the stat checks, farm boxes. Just don't farm a lot because you don't want to get infected. I'm infected. Queen of Hatred, S tier. S tier. S tier. S tier. I kneel. Queen of Hatred is probably the most iconic death sensitive I'd probably say the most iconic abnormality. Probably period. Or probably the one with the most amount of fans. She fucking sucks. So she has a bunch of gimmicks with her. There's like a mound of text for her. So if you get to like the next stage of like a clip off meltdown and 3 people will have not died in facility, her counter will go down and she'll enter a state of hysteria. Her counter's at 2. If you work on her in a state of hysteria, her shit's severely decreased. But if you get a good result, her counter will go up to 2. I'm like, oh, she's okay. If you get a bad or normal result, it'll go to 0. She'll impel. She'll become like the fucking dragon hatred thingamajiggy. Fucking blow up your facility. I know there's gimmicks around it, but like using execution bullets or having 16 boxes queued up, like the work isn't finished, but you have 16 boxes like done, and we'll still like, oh, you missed. Oh, you got 17 boxes. You got 18. You're actually doing the work. If you send someone else in while doing that, like her counter would prematurely lower, and she might enter hysteria, and it might like affect her boxes. Cause I don't think I've ever tried this. You get back in, and then it's like, oh, counter's up again. So there are ways around it, and I will say skill issue, but she's a piece of shit. I fucking hate her. So if you second trumpeted and assuming 20% of your facility has died, because I think if 20% of your facility dies, she also fucking enters Omega fucking dragon mode. She'll actually help with suppressions if you're in second trumpet and you haven't met those conditions. She'll come out and she'll help with suppressions. And she has unique dialogue when suppressing Night of Despair. And I think she has, I don't know if it's Dynamite dialogue or real dialogue, but like I'm never gonna be able to fucking talk about this, so I want to talk about it now. I think she has planned unique dialogue, or she actually does have unique dialogue. Is she's suppressing the Night of Despair and the King of Greed, because they're like the magical girls, right? And that's really cool fucking flavor that you will never fucking see. It's probably on the internet, so we can probably look it up, but like, did you know that? I didn't fucking know that. I barely like, oh, Queen of Hatred, because I looked up art when I fucking finished this game like an hour and a half ago. I was like, I'm gonna draw Queen of Hatred art. Like, dude, that's... Anyway, that's enough of a spiel. Queen of Hatred, I kneel. Never helped me once in my fucking life, but we love you, Queen of Hatred. In fact, I might put like the fierce one and a new tier. This is the little dancing fucking music player thing. It's the next piece of equipment. It is, I think when you use it, yeah, it increases people in like your little like branch. It heals them. Fuck, get filler. Bye. Is this Snow Queen, I want to say? Oh my god, also iconic because she appears in the Library Ruin. Oh my god, Is her name Snow Queen? Where I'm gonna talk about her. So if you get a fucking easy work, what the fuck? If you get an okay or a bad work on her, she'll go fucking boom, slam her sword down, and you'll get like a little thing on you. If that happens to the same employee twice, they'll be frozen, and you have to send someone else in to save the frozen employee, which is essentially just doing work with her and make sure the work is good. I think. I don't think I've ever fucking failed this. The person you send in is guaranteed to get her E.G.O gift though, so she's really good for like E.G.O gift farming. It's on the cheek, which I don't think is really highly contested. It's just like plus 6 HP, plus 6 SP. I know I said I wouldn't really talk about E.G.O gifts, but it's like, it's so fucking free. And she just like farms shit for free. And unless you like die from working on her from like just getting hit from bad boxes. She's so good. She might be A tier because she's actually consistent. Might do A tier. The only inconsistent parts are like bringing her sword down twice, quote kissing as the game puts it. Like two people. Their name is Snow Queen. The same person twice. But she's pretty consistent and easy boxes, easy stuff. Very consistent on just getting that cheek thing. Pretty good. This is the tutorial guy. It's just standard training dummy. He doesn't really exist, but we'll tier the tutorial. Tutorial kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, guy. D tier. This isn't Dreaming Current. Dreaming Current is the other motherfucker. This is... Where the fuck is the sheep? Void Dream. Death filler. He breaches, he'll send people to sleep, and I think if something happens to that, they'll die or something, or they'll panic or something. There's some instant killing guns. It's a fucking Teth. Who gives a shit? Free shit. Free filler. Bye. This is Warm-Hearted Woodsman. D tier. Oh my goodness. Warm-Hearted Woodsman also has one of those things where if he's a posist or if your stats are too high, his counter lowers. And I think he has a 1 counter. He's cool as fuck. I love Warren. He's so fucking cool. Also iconic with part of the Wizard of Oz trio. I guess quad. These are the only two that show up in this game. His gear's so fucking cool. But man, I hate abnormalities that check if your stats are like too high. It's like, dude, fuck. Yeah, I think he's counter 1. I'm just gonna say he's a counter 1. If you work on get your good result or had that not good result, have your stats too high, his counter lower. And next person to enter the thing, bam, instant dies, he breaches. Ain't cheater, but positive stats fucking like it's just so annoying, dude. Like I just never want to look at him. I'd rather have fucking Queen Bee in my facility, dude. I literally cannot find him on here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, counter 1. Next up is, oh my god, this is, you know, like the Iron Maiden of the go and like kills the person who gets into it. That's what this is. This is we can change anything, and you can change. It's probably an actual S tier. So this thing is immune to meltdown, so we'll never get the thing where you're forced to use it because whoever you put in here dies. Like 100%, they're dead. So if we put it, it does, I think, red damage ticking, and it'll just, it's completely unrelated to your like meltdown progression, and it will just give you boxes. So you could just gear up nuggets like in red armor to like just be, and like max fortitude, just be sent in here and fucking die for like boxes that don't contribute to like increasing your counter towards meltdowns. And it definitely really clutch, because let's say like, oh, I don't want to do this fucking midnight ordeal, and I'm like 12 boxes away. We didn't need Jimmy anyway. Fuck that guy. Put him in there. Give my 12 boxes. It is pretty free. It's just it is basically like a last resort, but like probably the safest last resort in the game. For that, it is S, or I guess the most consistent last resort in the game. Not really safe because your someone's guaranteed to die. But White Knight, fucking F tier. This is the other time sensitive abnormality where his shit will just decrease if you just do not interact with it, and it's an Aleph tier, and it's honestly iconic, but you don't want White Knight unless you're doing a thing where like, I'm gonna use White Knight and I'm gonna get his stuff and I'm gonna do all this stuff, play the White Knight. Then like, yeah, I guess. But fuck no, dude. Oh my god, fuck no. These motherfuckers are the same tier because they make your non-time sensitive game time sensitive, and it just spins everything around, and it's just like, yeah. If you know, you know. When White Knight breaches, he has this whole thing where he gets the 12 apostles, and they come. I guess we can talk about this motherfucker first before we talk about that. Like, this is Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor, when you do a work on him, all his work's like easy, and you're guaranteed to get a good essentially. If you get a good work on him, he does like and you, my child, shall be the cool kid on the block. And he gives you a buff that gives a bunch of shit. It's an ego gift. It gives you a bunch of shit. It's very good. But if you get 12, he'll transform into White Knight. And the 12 people he blessed, I guess it's 13, right? The 13 people he blessed, all but one of them will turn to apostles. And like, this is where the spoiler part comes in. And it's just probably the hardest fight in the game. Or the hardest in a vacuum fight in the game. Causing all the arbiter just do the things and you're done, right? But anyway, 12 apostles is all that. And if you beat him without, so you can insta kill him by praying to one sin, 100 good deeds with the one person that didn't become an apostle because they're the quote traitor. If you pray with them to one sin, 100 good deeds, then it insta kills White Knight, and thematically that shit is fucking pure fiction, peak Kino all the other words the kids say. It's so fucking good. But realize that if you fight them legit without I should say legit. If you fight them without having Winston instant kill them, that's how you get their gifts and their egos and stuff. I don't think his thing makes you like immune to certain damage, but only if he's in the facility with his ego. But is it worth it? I've never fucking done it, so I couldn't fucking tell you. I've Jesused him before, but no, not worth it. I'm like losing my voice, dude. How long have I been? Like clear my throat real quick, baby. Alright, I've been here for an hour and 10 minutes, and I don't think we're halfway through. I love talking. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is yin and yang. If you have one of these, you're guaranteed to get the other. Like, it'll just automatically be the only thing that show up in your next time you pick an abnormality. I don't remember which one you get first. I'll start with yang. Yang is a piece of shit. These guys are kind of just decent filler. This thing where if you have it equipped, it doesn't do anything unless Yang's the facility. But you have it equipped and you rapidly regain SP. Oh, and your white defense changes 0.1. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. If you have it equipped for more than 30 seconds, then Yin's counter will decrease. And this is Yin. And while Yang is a piece of equipment, Yin is a wild tier abnormality, which I mean, bullshit, free shit. They're kind of nice because if you get one, you kind of guarantee the other one, so you don't have to worry about like getting some piece of shit you don't want in your facility. It also sucks because when these guys, so when Wa breaches, not Wa breaches, when Yin breaches, Yang breaches. It's I think it's the only equipment in the game that can fucking breach, and you actually have to suppress, and you suppress both of them for send them back. So I think if you don't suppress one, they like regen or something fucking silly. And when they collide, they form the fucking dragon that fucking swoops through your facility and just kills everybody it goes by. They're annoying. And honestly, one breaches, it's like, GG, fucking whatever. But, yeah. Yin does have a counter too. So you can kind of get away with being with Yang for like more than 30 seconds, about under a minute. I've never used it. They're kind of alright, but if one breaches, the other one breaches, and it's annoying. Very annoying. It's very good if you have like people on two sides of the facility. Let's say you just did like a chested piece on the left side of the facility, and you have like a borders piece on the right side. If you could separate the two, if you go back in between, that's very good. But yeah, you don't want to have these guys next to each other. But they're kind of like, I say, it was not really filler because they're very detrimental, but they're not the worst things though. If you have them, just be like, fuck, I have these now. That's what. Next is, you must be happy. This is the thing where you put a nugget in. The yes, no on top of the machine will constantly flicker back and forth. And if you got a yes, oh my god, they have, is it permanent stat increase? Permanent might actually be really good, actually. That might be better. Get a buff for stat. Oh, it's permanent, but it gets stat increase if you stop it on yes. Pausing the game does stop this, by the way. So you can use your spacebar pause button to snipe that pretty easy. The longer you're in it, the higher the stat gains, but the faster it changes between yes and no. This actually has use, and he's like, oh, my stat +2 when I go in. Dong, dong, dong. Yes, alright, done. I mean, it's fine. It's not the worst in the world. Kind of pay attention to it. Yeah, kind of good. You don't blow someone up. I know someone gets like a certain amount of stats or uses it a certain amount of times, they'll just fucking explode, or they won't exist on the next day. Very funny, but oh boy. Next we have keep calm and go ball, Zane. I might piss a fucking F tier, dude. So when you hire employees, you can spend a lot of points to customize them, or you can just be like, oh, I didn't put a lot of points on the tier list. No, you can spend points to customize them, or you just say no and rehire, and then just reroll what they look like. And you're like, oh, I want all my employees look pretty and stuff. A keep calm bald just makes your character bald. Probably some of the best drip in the game, but it just makes character bald, and it produces, I think, like 8 boxes. 6 boxes total. If you get like successful positive Encafelon box on every single one of these, you get 6. Put that in perspective. Well, what's another Zane tier? I can do that. Where's Jesus? 1 in 100 good deeds can give you 10 total. This thing fucking sucks, man. It's so bad. And if you, no, it just makes your characters bald, and it doesn't do anything beneficial. Unless you want to be bald, I guess. And there you go. Next on the list is it Black Swan? Well, they also show up in Dream of the Black Swan. Let's show up a library. This is kind of just free wall tier stuff. They're also, quote, one the other death sensitive abnormalities, unquote. But they have a thing where their counter is 5, and you gotta do 5 like specific things in order for them to finally breach. But death sensitive, yeah, it'll probably be at 4, and some other shit, you'll probably be at 3 or 2. I just want to like get a good, or not get a good one, get a normal result, or an okay result, get a bad result, or like 2 of them. So just don't get a bad result, or a okay result, and like, you're fine, and you never breach. Their equipment's pretty good. I think it's like a reflect chance on like dark damage or something, or black damage, but fucking free wall. Let's go, baby. Little helper. He's HE filler. He kind of exists. Oh my god, Reddit? Oh my god. Is HE filler. Oh my god, he shows up in Library of Rune. Oh my goodness. Oh, he also shows in Library. Oh my god, all these guys show. It's just HE filler. Get boxes. Decent for stats. You actually get goods on them. Whatever. This is King of Greed. King of Greed is kind of annoying. Are they wall tier? Yeah. I know their weapon is Aleph tier, which is very good. E.G.O weapon. Yeah, they're wall tier. They have a counter of 1. And so if you like get bad RNG once again, okay, and they break out, it's annoying. So they have a thing where they break out, they'll just go around the hallway of a thing, and those teleport to random hallways across the thing once they get to the end of one. And anything in front of them, they'll just essentially instant kill, and you just have to loop your employees all the way to the back to attack this thing. The Aleph gear is so good though, and I'll leave it in A tier. That finding this thing when it breaches is annoying as hell, but the Aleph tier is so good. So A tier. Also, it's part of the these people. Oh my god, the magical guilds, where we don't have the Servant of Wrath and the Jester. They just don't exist here. This is nothing there. There's nothing there. Nothing there. A tier. When he breaches, if you can get him when he's like in little dog mode, hey, he's iconic. Oh my god. It's kind of easy as long as you DPS him down pretty early. Yeah, he's just one of those things where you just meet the stat requirement on an Aleph, and it's just like free shit. Honestly, when they breach, it sucks, but you kind of have time to blow him up before it becomes like an actual problem. And it's not like as much as an instant lose as like fucking some of these feel like a Blue Star and Melting Blood, because you can live with nothing there in your facility. And oh my god, it's the good, it's just the Red Mist weapon. Oh my god, good gear. You can actually perform work on them as long as you meet the stat requirements. Not that bad, honestly. Like, pretty cool. Side Orchestra, Giga Chad, fucking A tier. Side Orchestra is one of those. He has counter 2, so you have to fuck up twice in our first thing done. But he's one of those motherfuckers that like, oh, you get a good result, my counter is going down. You son of a bitch. His stuff's really good, and I think his E.G.O gift, and as long as you have his E.G.O gift and his E.G.O armor, I think he makes it immune to like white damage, which is like one of the only few ways for your characters to become immune to damage, for your employees to become immune to damage. It's like, what the fuck? So he's pretty good, like metagame wise, but his weapon's really good. All his stuff's really good, but he sucks, and he's kind of feels like an instant lose if he breaks as well. Obviously, you can still like use the rabbits and stuff on him, but it kind of sucks. Oh, there's also that mission for 3 abnormalities, but we'll get there when we fucking get there. And for that, I mean, he's kind of there, but I'll just leave on A tier. His stuff's really good, but having him in the facility, not as bad as Melting Blood, but and the Aleph gears make something here, but yeah, it's kind of iffy. Red Shoes, HE filler. If you get like a good result, counter 1. Get a good result, it'll lure in an employee or a clerk. They'll wear the shoes and then oh yeah, also they're in Library of Rune. It's just HE filler. You can grind instinct on them for HP. Okay. Their gear's fine. It's just HE filler. Nothing else to say. Today's Shy Luck, probably one of the worst test fillers, because you actually have to pay attention to it. You can't just send someone in and be like, oh, I'm done. To make sure it's on the right face. I think you want it on the, like, I remember if it's the smiley face or the angry face. It's like, oh, the angry face is the one for the most damage in the library, but I don't know if the angry face does like the most like negative box. You have to pay attention, but it's a test filler that doesn't really fucking do anything. It's just annoying to deal with. Anyway, Punishing Bird. Oh, I'm an A tier. He's him. Goes around. Just, what you gonna do, huh? Fight back! Fight back! Punishing Bird, when you work with another abnormality, his counter just decreases, and if it counter decreases, there's a chance his counter decreases. I think that's how it works. Oh my god, I should probably read this up before I fucking spew lies. This is like me memorizing like half this shit for like forever ago, right? Am I right or am I right? 30% chance like agent starts working out with another abnormality. I was right. His counter is at 4, and when he reaches 0, he breaches. Oh my god. And he'll fucking just hit a guy. Just did like 0 and 1 damage. Just and he'll just fuck off and then go back back into his containment. Death sensitive abnormalities like Red Hood. God, I call it Red Hood again. Little Red Hood mercenary. Red Hood probably works, but I just think of the Nikkei character every time I say, oh, it's a tangent. I'm so sorry. Death sensitive or not death sensitive, breach sensitive abnormalities like Red Riding Hood would just be like, we ignore this because it's fucking bullshit. if these guys breached every time this motherfucker breached, he'd be down here with this stupid motherfucker, but they don't. So he's up here. He's kind of just free. He's him. He's part of the 3 birds, and there we go. Funny little guy. If not, he would be Teth filler, but he's. No, he's him, bro. Gotta put him up there. This is Snow White's apple? What the fuck is this called? There is like lore implications toward this thing. Yeah, Snow White's apple. If this thing breaches, it fucking sucks. So it's like probably here. It is like wall filler. But counter 1. I might put it down here. This thing breaches, it fucking sucks. You're forced to use like ranged weapons and you just take all the damage from going through the vines. And it's wall tiers, so your HE gear guys will also explode. It's annoying seeing breaches. And it's a counter of 1. But it's not like positive stats. It's just if you get an okay result, there's a 50% chance that they'll breach, essentially. It's like, I prefer not to have this. Obviously, you want them for their wall gear, but I don't really want this in the facility. This doesn't exist. This is later's. This is don't touch me. Kind of free, honestly. I probably put it like here. It's just free. If you press this, it just like kills everyone in the facility essentially. And if you mash it, it'll murder everything. I think it just does a bunch of damage. I don't think it kills everything. Silly. The more you touch it, it just breaks shit. Abnormalities start breaking out. Fucking. It's like a point when you're like super frustrated at like day 49. If you have it, just mash that thing. If you mash it too much, it will just like ear rape you in Korean, telling you not to touch it, and then the game will force close. I'm letting you know that now because I got so scared playing this game at like 2 a.m. and I mashed it like a fucking idiot. I heard that. I could not sleep for the next like 2 hours, dude. It's like, oh my god. Other than that, it's kind of a free thing. Don't touch it. There you go. I don't know if moving your camera on it, you can like, I think you right click like move the camera, direct camera around. I don't know if that counts as touching it. It's kind of annoying, especially if you get like a Tifrith spot or like a Yasad spot. It's kind of annoying. And it's kind of just free, like whatever. Like whatever. This is Magic Bullet Man. I know he's like another German name that I will not pronounce properly. Der Freischütz. Freischütz? Der Freischütz? Free shooter. Free shooter over here. I think that's actually what his name translates to, you know, like going to the recesses of my mind. S tier. Oh my god, this is like one of the best abnormalities in the game. You can grind repression on this guy, which is, as it says, the best stat in the game. His weapon's really good. You kill your own guys, but I mean, small price to pay. Also just pay attention. He is one of the few abnormalities they can like hire to do shit. He'll just shoot a bullet. It does like, I think like 50 damage at like fucking, they cheat here, but like, it's just a lot. So you can clear shitters out with that. It's, just a repression grind alone would be really good, but just to be able to like damage stuff, like from like wherever on the map, like crazy good. Oh my goodness. We love him. He's so good. We love repression for me. This is, I think, lady facing the wall. She's Teth, but I think she gives HE gear, so I think we put her like here. She's kind of just like filler. She's got like good filler, I guess. Hey. Because she gives her weapon, I think, is Screaming Wedge. Oh, I think I'm too lazy to look it up. Oh my goodness. It is a ranged HE tier weapon. That is a fact. It's good, but I mean, like, she kind of just like whatever. Like, if I tiered these better, like in their own tiers, it'd be better. But like, she's kind of free. Just don't do, I think, a certain, I think, insight work or something on her. I'm opening it up. Oh my goodness. Increase when you perform attachment work. Right, don't do attachment work on her. There you go. But she is tapped, so she doesn't make a bunch of boxes, right? But she does give good gear. So I think it's, yeah, up to that. There you go. This is a portrait of someone, I would say. Is that real? Sorry, portrait of another world. So you have a guy interact with this, and then they'll be etched into the portrait, and some random fucker from some other random port soft facility takes every single point of damage that the person etched would. So you can do some funny stuff with this. There's some like cheese with like because I march with shelter, like some shenanigans you can do with the Iron Maiden thing. It's probably one of the better ones in the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just good. You just make someone else take your damage for you. You really want to make sure when your nuggets doesn't die. There you go. What's a few lives to spare? Right? This is crumbling armor next. He has a thing where if you work on him, it gives you a buff that's permanent. Where if you ever do I think attachment work, the instant kill. I'm looking. I'm trying to look for the page for this on the wiki, dude. Where is it? There it is. It gives you a buff that increases your attack speed and your movement speed at the cost of your HP. I mean, it's a pretty good buff. But it's every time you increase the repression work, you know, the stuff that actually increases it. So it makes the stuff good. But if you ever do another type of work, you just die instantly. I can tell you which work it is. I want to say it's attachment work. Yeah. So if you ever, and this is permanent, this carries over through because it counts as an E.G.O gift, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. Or actually, no, it doesn't count as E.G.O. It's a permanent buff that goes through the days. And if you ever perform attachment work, ever, you just get instant killed. But he does have like 1 to 2 like pale weapons in the game. And for that, he's here. I think he's 10th tier, right? He's 10th tier. If you know what you're doing, he's good. If you over abuse it, it's bad. But you know, he's kind of special. Just like really unique stuff they can take advantage of. And B tier, just don't mash everyone into him and not use him as a repression bar. Like, he gets high repression, but or high justice points for doing repression work, but you cannot use him as the justice bar because everyone has this. Like, you just can never do attachment work ever again. And you can accidentally do attachment work on like one of these, and it's just terrible. Terrible. That's crumbling armor. Next is wait, this is I put this twice on here. Oh my goodness. Damn. Oh my god, we could talk about we're done with the abnormalities. I think we're done on this. Oh my god. Alright, now we can talk about the ordeals. So if you perform a certain amount of work per day, eventually you'll reach enough on your ordeal counter. I guess we could do this. This counter goes up, and the ordeals come in. This is a very useful piece of equipment. It's just part of the fucking game HUD, but Alex, I'm tearing dumb shit here. Very important to see what ordeal you have next and how close you are to it. Very crucial. When you can't see it, it kind of fucking sucks. You're like, oh shit, what ordeal is that? More ordeals next. Your ordeals go from dusk to noon. That's dusk, not dusk. Dawn to noon to dusk to midnight. So we're gonna start with the dawn ordeals. This is perfect food. Oh my god, Amber Dawn. They're kind of shitters. See, I don't know if I want to place them high because they're like free, but I don't know if I want to place them low because like they're shitters. If you get this guy, he's probably the worst of the dawn ones. So like early game, this guy fucking sucks. You know, this guy fucking sucks. Early game, like you just get stat checked hard. That's not about it. He is so bad. But just meet the stat check. They're the worst of the worst. Just go in there and punch them out. These guys like kite your employees. Are terrible. They're terrible. Oh, it's terrible. These fucking clowns. I fucking hate these things. So they don't have much HP, but they'll go in front of like an abnormalities hold, and they'll start draining the boxes. And I think they can lower the counter. Yeah, and they can subtract the counter from them. So you can just make. Let's say this guy goes in front of like fucking blue star, and he's like, fucking drops the counter. Blue star breaches. Like what? Huh? So yeah, priority number uno, fucking blow these guys up. Oh my god, I fucking hate you. Honestly, just like, it's such a Did I even say it was? It's fucking Cheers for the Beginning. Fucking Crimson Dawn. Next is Green Dawn, which is Doubt. These machine guys. These are not the freest, but I mean, they're kind of free. Early game, they kill a guy, they'll go where to buys, they'll just pound the shit out of it, and they do a bunch of SP damage and send a bunch of people. If you don't pay attention early game, these guys can fuck you up. But if you get through like the first like 10 days, you'll probably be fine. Just blow these guys up, like whatever. You do red damage though. Bye. Violet Dawn, for your understanding, these guys are just a stat check. They just do damage around them. Probably the easiest. You just go up, beat them up, and that's about it. They just make sure you have enough HP and SP, so you can actually like, or kind of lay them evenly, so you don't just like get body when your SP drops or HP drops all the way. Whatever, just have the stats. Like, there's not really anything to say on on Dawn. On Dawns, because like just have the stats are the easiest ones. Noon. Noon is Harmonious Skin. Oh, this guy. Crimson Noon. This motherfucker, he spawns in, go to our facility, kind of annoying, and when he dies, he spawns these shitters in. On himself, he's not too bad, just send a kill squad, beat him up. Bye. Bada boom. Green Noon is this guy. These guys fuck you up, so when they're walking around, they have a little gun, they go does red damage to where the fuck's like in front of them in like the hallway. So also they have their saw, I should put it like down here, like these guys suck. I was like, just does a shit ton of red damage to your guys, and it's just terrible. Red damage being health damage. I guess I should say that. Health damage is just oh my god. Maybe I should tier the fucking damage dice right now. Oh fuck, we'll do that. Put them all in B tier. Oh my god. These guys can very quickly just like fold a 0 to guy if you're not paying attention or if you're weak to red damage. Which we'll talk about damage. Red damage, B tier. It's like, alright, red damage. Yep. This is just, it hits HP. Fucking white damage. Yep, it hits MP or SP, whatever the fuck it's called in this game. Lose all your health, you die. Thanks, red damage. Lose all your SP, you die. The damage you do to abnormalities, it doesn't matter. The damage is the same. It's just the damage type. The gimmicks that like these apply to like, health damage, SP damage, and percentage damage does not apply to you attacking abnormalities and stuff. It's only to shit attacking your employees. Black damage does both mind and SP damage. Mind and SP. HP and SP damage. It does both of them. Probably way worse to fight, but you know where. And pale damage is it's crazy. Is when your employees get hit, it's percentage damage, which is probably the most dangerous of them. But it's just a lot of stuff this game is weak to it. I think everything in the game is like base weak to pale damage, but a lot of stuff doesn't really resist pale damage. So it's kind of just like in doubt pale damage, but not a lot of pale damage. Like the only one I can take off the top of my head is a life for a daredevil that crumbling armor gives. Not a lot of stuff does pale damage in this game, but when it happens, oh shit, you'll know. Anyway, where was I? All right, fucking Green Noon. Yeah, these guys fucking suck. They just like do a lot of damage, and if you're not prepared, once you have like bullets to defend with like armor pieces, a lot of stuff. Actually, a lot of stuff comes true once you get like armor pieces, or the armor pieces, the barrier bullets. But until then, terrible. And E.G.O Noon. It's the sweepers. Sweepers mentioned. They're kind of also suck shit. Not as bad as these fucking guys. Because if you kind of blast them, especially if you have someone with a magic bullet equipped, you can just down the whole hallway. But they're kind of cool. And I'm glad they're the only indigo color of the ordeals. E.G.O Noon is just, you just beat them up. They can DPS check people pretty fucking hard. Like they'll do a bunch of black damage on someone. And they can recover HP from dead bodies. So yeah, that sucks. Hey, thematics. Ooh. Francis Love, probably the most infamous, but honestly, this is probably like fucking A tier. Guys love, if you have any death sensitive abnormality in the game, these motherfuckers are triggered them like right away. So they'll spawn in most of the big rooms of your facility and just do like 100 fucking damage. So you have to pay attention to the counter, your clip lock counter on the top of the screen, see if it's what's coming up. Okay, if you don't pay attention, this thing kind of just tells you to fucking pay attention. If it's a fucking violet noon, move your people out, have them spawn in, win them in, just DPS them down, they fucking explode like candy. This motherfucker kind of works like King Greed. This is a Amber Dusk. King Greed, they just blow up where the fuck's in front of them. You kind of have to like go behind them in order to attack him. He spawned a bunch of shitters in. He's kind of annoying. But we're in Dusk, so this is the harder tier. Second hardest tier. They're pretty fucking annoying, dude. And you'll forget about it, and you'll send guys in to attack, and it'll just be down like 6 employees, and you reset the day. Cause like, oh my god. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm stupid. Next we have Crimson Dusk. This is show at climax. Did I even say what these are? I don't think I'm saying what these are. I don't even think I call this the food chain. I'm so sorry. Show at the climax. It's just these guys for the clowns. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like losing brain cells. It's been an hour and a half. Crimson Dusk. It's... You kind of just roll around the facility and they do damage. Obviously worse, but of all the Dusk ordeals, they're... I'm gonna say the easiest, but they're not that bad. Like, I would say this is the hardest Dusk ordeal. Not that bad. You roll around, we kill them, I think it spawns this motherfucker, and we kill them and it spawns these motherfuckers in. They're annoying. They're not too bad. Like, eh.
They're alright. I mean...
Next one is for Green Dusk. He spawns factions on a facility that, for some reason, they're coded for Aleph, so they actually, like, count as Aleph tier, where they'll take reduced damage from shit that is an Aleph. That shit is like one below, which sucks, like damage wise. But they're kind of simple. They just spawn a bunch of shears in, so they'll spawn a bunch of these guys in, and they'll spawn a bunch of fucking these guys in. You'll just periodically spawn those motherfuckers in. A couple of these spawns, so I think it's like, tell me, I'll be in the wiki. I say it's 4. I don't know if it's guaranteed to be 4, but annoying. Probably not as bad as this though. I will probably put him down here just because it spawns these motherfuckers. Green Dusk, where we must reach. That's what that was. Oh my goodness, I am losing so much brain cells. I'm so sorry. We're not halfway done. Oh my goodness. So after the Dusk ordeals are the Midnight ordeals. I don't even think I said it. This is Amber Midnight. I don't think I've ever fought this in my life. I'm just gonna put this right here. I think you can cheese it with like range damage and just spawns a bunch of fucking other Titan Worms in and they just chomp big facilities. I don't think I've actually ever seen this in my life. The Eternal me, oh my goodness. Green Midnight, which is the Helix of the End. I think this is like the easiest. There is a challenge to fight at midnight. This is probably the easiest one to do. The hardest part is actually getting to midnight. So at the very middle of the facility, I think in like Yasad's, to the wiki, mainly with the information team, I'll spawn in. And it'll just start a laser that rotates clockwise. That kills everything it fucking touches. So obviously you want to pay attention to the top left of your screen with this meter and it's like, oh shit, that's coming up. And send all your guys to like your sauce facility. And the only way to counter like the thing to go through it is eventually like, oh, because it shoots one straight up and it'll shoot another one straight up. And that one, the other beam will go counterclockwise while the other one's still shooting straight up. So the only way to go through that is with elevators. Oh my god, elevators. Elevators S tier. Oh my god, I might put them in I kneel tier. Elevators are so good. A lot of shit just doesn't happen in elevators. And it is your way out of like a bunch of stuff like this, where it's just like, oh, you can just cycle between them. It is the best to use DPS check. I think if your attack is like very close, so like in agreed shit, I think it does say it here as well. Oh. And here's a chance you can just like walk into the laser and blow yourself up. So actually have range guys attack this. It is the easiest midnight by far. You had a bunch of guys gonna die, but I know you can also use it to cheese like, I think it might hit abnormalities and stuff. No, it definitely has like good board and things, so you have tried cheesing with Helix of the End. Oh boy. It has a shit ton of HP, but like I said, just literally just does that laser beam and just beat it up. And then you elevator in between when believe you have to go through the elevator. Or not the elevator. When it's gonna hit you, you go through the elevator, people set up, it'll be like in this bottom part here. You elevator them down. And since you don't actually pass through this, just here and then instantly here. That's how you get through that. Anyway, fucking Violet Midnight, the God Delusion, fucking F tier. This thing is like a fucking buy, like gone. I've never done this in my fucking life. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Because I've actually never done this in my life. Like, I've never seen this. I've tried this a couple times in my life. It fucking sucks. Oh my god, it is so bad. It spawns like 4 monoliths on the map that each do like. So it spawns 4 monoliths on the map for each damage type, and they're immune to their own damage type. And so they only take damage from the other 3 types. So you have to like min-max your employee and manage like, oh, this guy's this damage, he's here, he's here. And additionally, they have like facility hitting buttons where they'll just swing for anywhere on the facility to their own damage type is. And the pale one, like I said, it does pale damage. And it'll just take a hallway. And it'll just be like, all right, if you're in this hallway, you're just getting dotted for like 5% of your HP. It's so bad. It's the worst midnight. If you see this all up here, fucking reset. It's so bad. Oh boy, now this is the rest is kind of just like fucking meme shit. Oh my goodness. This is the abnormality description thing where you look at the box and see the S tier. This lets you play the video game. Unlock shit that makes it easier. The more information you know about the abnormality, the more buffs you get related to working with the abnormality, such as work speed and work success rate. It's also how you can turn in your boxes to E.G.O gifts, not gifts. You guys see what they drop E.G.O gives away. The E.G.O weapons and E.G.O armor. Ugh. Also, you can read their lore when you have all their stuff. Oh, nice. Clerks. Fucking die F tier. I fucking hate clerks. Like, all the stuff in this game would not be a problem. Clerks didn't exist. Melting blood would be manageable if clerks didn't exist. Fucking death sets and stuff probably wouldn't matter because no one would die because you could actually manage where your fucking guys are. Clerks are just nuggets around your facility that just walk around. I think they have like a 9mm pistol or something according to the art book. They're just meat bags there to fucking die, dude. Like, and when they die, they fucking trigger all your death sensitive abnormalities. They're so bad. And you have stuff where like, oh, when stuff spreads for killing things like Queen Bee and Melting Blood, you just wish you don't have employees and you just wish you execute every single one with excuse bullets. Bong bong, I kneel. This is the manager's manual, which essentially tells you how to play the game that isn't in the tutorial. And it's just more or less the tutorial within the game, just like, oh, this is how this stuff explores. This is how this stuff works. This is how the abnormalities work, and this is what you have to do as a manager of the facility, you know? Good thematics. Other than that, it's kind of just like, oh, whatever. Probably, you know, I like lore. Like, this stuff doesn't matter to you. The employees are fucking dead. But to you, just be better next time. It's very funny. I love this thing. That's your. This is your box count for the day. I hate looking at this. Oh my god, B tier. It's like, hey, in order to complete day, you need to get this much positive Encafelon boxes. And you're like, dude. Why? It goes up every day, and the number goes up higher and higher. Speaking of Encafelon boxes, these are your positive Encafelon boxes. This allows you to actually spend shit in for research, and I should say for research, that's something else. Things in for uncovering information about abnormalities. These are specific to each abnormality, and lets you buy their equipment. Very important. Have a lot of that. Positive Encafelon. We love positive Encafelon boxes. Yes, we love making money. It's just when you successfully do a piece of work and you get a little bit of oh, good job. Obviously, you need this to play the fucking game and actually progress. Boxes, very good. Negative flag, we fucking hate. Throw that shit in D tier. Obviously, if you're someone like Silent Orchestra or fucking Ali Rune, you kind of want to see some red boxes in there to get you into OK tier so they don't get mad at you. Other than that, you never want to say, fuck that. Because you all take damage when you do a bad work result. Clip off meltdowns. It's essentially the game mechanic of the game. I don't want to look at C tier. I didn't put the Arbiter's attacks in here, but we'll do that when we talk about the Arbiter. Meltdowns, you have to work on it or else your counter would decrease and you lose a bit of your boxes you produced for the day. It is to get you to do work, so stuff isn't just free, and I'll give it a gag. This is the healing from the main rooms of every facility piece. S tier, this game would be like unplayable without this. This ensures you have healing. I wish it wasn't as OP as it was, so you actually have use for like berries, and I literally cannot think of another abnormality that heals you. Firebird. These guys heal you when you finish your work, or if you have a certain HP threshold for fire. Like this shit like never comes into play. Same thing with like tree sap and the prayers and stuff. Like it just doesn't matter because this is just so good. Hold the facility, wait like 4 seconds because this game isn't time sensitive. I shouldn't say 4 seconds. Wait like a minute because it's getting time, and you guys are full again. A pause button. The best button in the game. You hit the space bar, game is paused. Like I said, this does count for stuff like it will stop things for adjustment over here and for Hawkma shit when we get to that. But anything happens, abnormality breaches, pause button. You sneeze, pause button. Okay, you need to micromanage your employees around because there's some abnormalities that are breaching and there's some dumb shit going on, pause button. A new ordeal just started, pause button. Clip off meltdowns, pause button. It is the B&B of this game. It is you cannot play this game without the pause button, and it's why the late game, you just get it so like Pavlov's dog to where you hear a fucking alarm go off, and you're like, pause button. It is crazy. This is normal speed. Normal speed, fucking, for how it treats you later in the game, it's not really normal speed's fault. Like, fucking down here, dude. But this is just so you can micromanage while the game's actually, you know, going forward. So like hiding the red mist and hiding enemies around, and doing that with like your 2 like Giga Chat employees. It is alright. 1.5 speed, it should not exist. A fucking B tier. Okay, a fucking C tier, dude. Like, this doesn't exist. You're never gonna be used 1.5 speed realistically, unless you're like in like, oh, I don't know, actually I want them to go faster, but like just go times 2 speed. And as soon as it's close in, you hit pause and you fucking hit the normal speed button. Like, it is not worth it. 1.5 speed, where the fuck the speed this is, the in-between one. Like, just be on 2 times speed. And if it's something you want to manage, like time specific, as soon as they're close, just hit the pause button. It's just a space bar away. Like, just give me a faster speed. Yeah, fast forward, this game would be like genuinely unplayable without this button. It is so fucking slow. I have like 160 hours in this game, and it's like not my fault. Yeah, I think I have more hours in this game than I think it's way more than 160. It's not my fault. I have more hours in this game than I do fucking Limbus Company. Like, so yeah, that's that. Amazing, wonderful. Like I said, that stuff isn't the bun's faults. Oh my goodness, now I could go overwhelmed and stuff. So when your employee is in the face of something like an Aleph or WA tier or whatever, and their level isn't high enough, they'll get a hit by one of these debuffs as soon as they fucking see that thing. Overwhelmed is when there's a difference of, oh my god, I'm not going to bring the formula out. You could just look up the formula. Basically, if there's a big difference between the employee's level and the level of the abnormality or whatever they're looking at, they'll be overwhelmed. This thing is like fucking F tier. Instant panic. All your mind points are, all your SP, it's called SP, I know now. All your SP is gone. I think it's called sanity points or whatever. I don't know what the fuck SP stands for. Oh my god. Okay, all your SP is gone. Instant panic. F tier. Hopeless. So Censored has a unique mechanic where his I guess risk level or dangerous ranking or whatever the fuck is higher than every other thing else in the game. It's just like a certain percentage higher. So if in order to work on Censored, you need to basically be level 5 and bare minimum. Because if you're not level 5, you go in instant panic. Done. Bye. Overwhelmed. Dead. Breached. So, like, literally best case scenario, you're going to work on Censored, you'll see Hopeless show up and you lose 60% of your SP, and then you start doing your work. It is fucking crazy. Holy shit, Hopeless is probably D tier because there's still like a fucking chance you can play the video game, but oh my god. I think that's like the most times you'll see it. Usually you'll never see any of these. But Terrified. It's 30% of your SP gone. Not that bad. And you'll probably never see this ever. Like I said, you'll probably see Hopeless and Overwhelmed in your game because of nothing there. But you should probably never see Terrified Nervous. Like, show or hope. You should probably never see any of these stuff pop up realistically, because you'll probably have low 5 nuggets and it's just like whatever. And the game does a pretty decent job of making sure you're able to actually handle the stuff it gives you, because you can't get an Aleph within like the first like 10 or something days. Or a wall like within the first 10 or something days. Like, it makes sure that you're able to actually hack holes in front of you. So don't needlessly send your nuggets in. You can use like the abnormality page, like, oh, it's 20 boxes. That's probably a WA tier thing. Oh, it's more than 20 boxes. That's probably an Aleph. I should be careful around this thing. When you don't know about the abnormalities. So that's another like cheat thing you can do with the information page. Where am I? Who am I? Nervous. 10% SP, we love seeing that. You know, I was like, oh, it's a little bit in terms of SP gone, but you know, we can do it. Relaxed and calm. Fucking S tier. You're gonna see this shit all constantly. You're gonna go into a facility, you'll see relaxed. You'll see calm, like whatever. Who cares? Why? Like, you'll take any SP damage. Endured. Oh my god, it's just the damage. Normal damage, you take normal damage. Honestly, S tier. If you're taking normal damage, you're like, thank fuck. I am not taking weak damage. Thank the Lord. If you're doing normal damage, you're like, thank fuck. I'm doing normal damage. And they're not immune or fucking resistant. Thank the Lord. Endured, probably A tier. Because when you're endured damage, you're like, oh, yeah. I'm enduring, I'm not taking that much damage. There's literally a fucking number sheet I can look at right here. What the fuck is it? Where is it? Normal is actually just 1.0 specifically. Endure damage is all according to Wiki, by the way. It's 0.5 to 0.9% what the damage would normally do. So half to 90% of the damage you would take. It's good because when you're taking endure damage, you're like, fuck yes, I'm not taking full damage. When you're doing endure damage, you're like, fuck yes, I'm actually doing damage. Oh, love endure damage. Weak, shit really isn't usually weakness in the game. When you're doing weak damage, it's so good. You're like, oh, yes. Weak damage is 1.1 to 1.9 times damage. And it's like, yes, I'm doing weak damage, yes. When you're getting hit by weak damage, you're like, fuck. Stuff's actually weak to damage, so when you see this house, you're like, oh, okay. Vulnerable. I don't know, because I feel like you don't really see vulnerable that much. You're not doing vulnerable damage, and you're probably just taking 2 times spell damage from stuff. It is probably like C tier, dude. When you see vulnerable, you're like, dude, you're probably getting the shit kicked out of you. And you're like, oh my god. When you do a vulnerable damage, you're like, oh my god, that's the gimmick. I have to hit it with this damage type. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Send all the white damage Andes down here. Oh my goodness. Hit it with the... You're not really gonna see a lot of vulnerable. I think there's... fuck, I don't remember. When stuff like in like, oh, it's vulnerable phase. I don't know if it's weak or vulnerable. That's actually kind of important. Oh, we'll leave in C tier. Immune damage, D tier. You're never, ever gonna see immune... Actually, I should say never, ever. It is very rare to see immune pop up on your employees. As like if someone's in shelter or someone has like the capo just from Silent Orchestra with his ego gift to make immune. You're never gonna see immune, and when you're fighting shit like fucking god delusion stuff, you're gonna see immune, and you're like, I wish I never fucking this. Just let me do endure damage. Like, oh, I don't have resistant here.
My tier list.
Oh my goodness. I guess I didn't write it on here. Oh my goodness. Do I not have resistant? Oh my god, I don't have damage resistant. Resistant is the only other damage type I don't have up here. Is 0.1 to 0. Oh, immune means you take no damage. Vulnerable means you're taking 2 times damage. Resistant is 0.1 times to 0.4 times damage. It would probably be like A or S tier, because it's just one of those things of hallelujah, I'm doing damage, or hallelujah, I'm taking like no damage. Now you gotta talk about bullets. XQ bullets, S tier. Kill those stupid fucking clerks. Additionally, there's like problems like your normal employees for like or naked nests or shit like that, where they're like infected and you need to kill them before they spread. XQ bullet does. They don't count towards the deaths of death sensitive abnormalities like corrupted monk or clouded monk and on the smiling bodies, but it does count towards the 3 people need to die for Queen of Hatred. So very important, and this game would be unplayable without it. Slow bullets are pretty good for like boss fights later in the game. It's, oh my god, it slows the guy you shoot. They're probably like the only offensive bullet you have in the game. Offensive being in quotations here, by the way. It just slows shit down. I don't know the percentage, but slowing shit down is very important when shit is fucking zooming across the map, or when you want something to not enter a different part of a facility, you want to make sure they're in like in a hallway for as long as possible. Slow bullet. Wait until that shit breaks, slow bullet. So you guys just hammer it in. Pale armor. I think all the bullets are just gonna end up like looking here. These are all the barrier bullets or armor bullets, whatever I call them. If you shoot your employee with these, they just get a barrier that absorbs that damage type. So you see, oh, this guy's doing pale damage. Let me hit the fucking pale barrier bullet on him. I think it's everyone like an AoE from your cursors when you shoot the bullet actually gets the armor for it. So you want to make sure you guys are kind of clumped up when you do it. These are just for each damage type. Use when applicable. S tier. MP bullet and HP bullets, these things are like fucking A tier. This is fucking whatever. I think these are like the first ones you get though. That's probably why they're so dog shit. Like, if you need HP bullets, you should have just shot them with their fucking barrier bullet. If they need MP, you should have just shot them with their barrier bullet. Like, it's good at patching stuff up. Like, oh shit, you know, there's like 2 guys here. Like, fuck, I don't know which barrier. Because I only have 1 barrier time. So you could barrier bullet and then like HP bullet someone. Like, realistically, they're here to patch up you fucking up. Right? I think these you can use preemptively, which makes them better. But doesn't mean they're not bad, right? Free is free. Oh my goodness, I get to talk about the trumpets. I gotta scroll to where the trumpets show up in the art book real quick. So the first trumpet, oh my god, now has breached and poses a minor threat to the facility and its employees. That's what the flavor text says. First trumpet, you'll probably see it when fucking this motherfucker breaks out. Okay, punishing burdens, like whatever, who cares? Sovereign needs breach or do shit at like certain things, whatever. Second trumpet, it's like, okay, some people are fucking dead. A couple allies breached, but you know what? Salvageable, winnable, winnable. Second trumpet's also when Queen of Hatred will come out and help if she isn't fucking in murder mode. And oh, we love Queen of Hatred. Yes. Might put it higher just because of that. I've never seen it in my life. I've never seen her fucking thing. Third trumpet's like the flavor text on that says, I think I read the second trumpet flavor text says, it's not too late to improve the situation. A competent manager can handle this much. Of course, it will cost several employees. Third trumpet's flavor text says, it would be a miracle if you recover from this situation. Most employees have died, and it will be nigh impossible to suppress the breaching abnormalities. You never want to see third trumpet. Okay, you see this, you've probably died. Oh, the music. Beautiful. I didn't talk about the music related to trumpets. Amazing. But we'll treat the music separately. In fact, where's my little music icon? Music in the game, S tier. Beautiful. No Millie songs yet, but honestly, we don't even need the Millie songs because this game is so fucking good. What's the name of the song that plays on day 50? I think it's Sun and Moon. Peak. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Is this fourth trumpet? I know there's like that YouTube video of someone making a fan recreation with the fourth trumpet set. I don't think it exists in the game. I think if you game over on like day 46 plus, I think the fourth trumpet might play. It's like, oh, you got the game over. Here's your bad end. And the flavor text for that says the facility is done for. Your role manager is as well. I think thematically this is kind of cool. A tier. You're basically never seeing this ever. Fifth trumpet. These are all like fourth to seventh are all like in-universe stuff, and I kind of want prettier to like talk about it. Plus, there's like, oh, I'm just gonna talk about this thing. Fifth trumpet. The flavor text says you actually won't hear this alarm on any occasion. This level technically exists only in the manual. The fourth trumpet has been set off in many branches and facilities. A majority of abnormalities are out in the world. So fifth trumpet, as we've seen in the Limbus company, has probably actually been triggered in different facilities around the world. It also shows that even at the time of Lobotomy Corporation, there are different facilities right in the main branch of Lobotomy Corporation. And thematically, that's like 80, bro. I mean, that's pretty cool. And the fact that it's probably happened, I mean, huh. We'll leave Adrian. Either like the mag ones. I'll probably put them all here. Sixth trumpet, and says, and I quote, when this sets off, we will probably have lost our position as a wing, either by abnormalities or other wings. The situation is out of our corporation's hands. So this, unironically, oh, I already put it up here, probably already went off in lore, in universe, at like, with like the Limbus company puts the other wings when the main facility goes under, and when Aiden does all this shit, and you know, like when the library happens, all that. His sixth trumpet was probably sounded by then. I was like, oh my goodness, it's probably actually happened. Seventh trumpet, another flavor piece. Seventh trumpet, the flavor text says, this is the end. Abnormalities have thrust humanity into an irreversible ruin. There is no hope in this apocalypse. This alarm is reserved for the absolute worst case scenario imagined. This hasn't happened. I kind of hope there's like a plot beat in Limbus Company where there's just a bunch of abnormalities somewhere, and we kind of do get like the seventh trumpet. That would go so fucking hard. But we can only speculation to them. This is... these are like the extra works. This is the sacrifice work where someone gets related to be sacrificed to an abnormality. F tier. Never do this. Never. I'd rather fucking die and reset the run than sacrifice my employees. Those are my nuggets, goddammit. This is to hire employee, or hire a abnormality, my bad. So this is like getting work from Red Riding Hood or getting work from Sir Free Bullet Magic Man up here. Very useful, very good. Like, yeah, it costs your boxes, but when the alternative is fucking dying, I'm only spare a few boxes for my homies, right? Memory repository. I accidentally put this one in twice. Memory repositories are fucking S tier. Every, I think, 5 days, there's a memory repository, which you're allowed to, it says impy. Where you're allowed to go back to that day with the progress you have of, like, abnormality research-wise. So this includes the gear you have and the research on the abnormalities. So this is like when you get like Melting Blood, you want to get their shit, and then you're like, all right, memory repository. I probably should put this earlier, but I'm so sorry. But when I tell memory, this is what I'm talking about. Because you keep that. You keep all the stuff you had when you remember repository. And I think it counts towards the day. So let's say you're in the middle of a day and you do a bunch of work and you get all this shit and you're like, I'm not completing this day. The repository, it will keep that information. This also means if you lose equipment during the middle of a day and your repository during the middle of the day, I think you still lose that equipment because I think it keeps track of that. So you have to reset the day and then repository if you think you're doomed. Oh boy. Anyway, Angela S tier. Angela's story is so fucking sad. It is so sad. This is more of like a Library of Ruina type beat and story recap stuff, so I'm not really gonna go over that here, but so sad. I think it's funny because I think I'm put all these motherfuckers in like S tier or I kneel tier. Oh my goodness. Kind of anticlimactic. No, I'm not doing that. It's dumb stuff. Malkuth when she wasn't Malkuth. This is when she's like, yes. I guess I'll talk about story stuff for the rest of this. She's like, yes, I'm gonna help us. And she's like really out there, and she gets herself killed, and you're like, research time, baby. She goes with the she injects herself as Cogito, and like, oh, I'm her. I'm built different. And she fucking dies. And that's how Malkuth originally dies. Malkuth as a Sephiroth. She's pretty cool, pretty epic. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. She's kind of just like the introductory Sephiroth, where she introduces you to the fucking game and the managers and all that jazz. Kind of basic, but we love basic. And this is Malkuth post realization, where she's like, you know what? Yeah, we fucked up. Well, that's all right. Did I not write down what their funny text is? Oh my goodness, I didn't write that. Well, that is just whatever. Malkuth just exists. I couldn't tell you. Just why I should really have brought these. I'm looking this up right now. I don't care if it's ruining the flow. Actually, I could talk about it when I'm doing other stuff. Fucking Malkuth missions are pretty fucking easy. They're just what is it? Complete 3 work process, the abnormalities. Complete 4 work process with the good result. Oh shit. Complete 8 work process containment units on your clip pod meltdown. Oh my goodness, it's so fucking easy. You're like, oh, this is so easy, and just gets you into doing missions. And then it's like, yeah, I do a dusk ordeal. It's like, what? I don't think you do a dusk ordeal until like day 20 fucking something. So it's just meant to that. But it's usually because the past day 20 story plot wise, that's when the game is like, hey, shit isn't as it seems. These are boxes. This shit's fucked. So I think that's when Tiphrith B gets like squished and you see it happen. Anyway, Lob Corp, the will to keep. Yeah, I'm just looking at the messages. Whoa, it's the will to stand up straight. Yeah. Just, oh, fucking Malkuth. Fucking. Or it's not ordeals. Sephiroth meltdown. Malkuth's meltdown is pretty simple. It's just that she'll rearrange the work thing. So if she tries to send someone to do like instinct work, they'll do like attachment work. Or if she tries to send someone to do attachment work, they'll do like repression work. So you just kind of have to pay attention on like a shitter anomaly like Jesus and be like, oh, okay, what's this at? I'm gonna hit the red button. Where'd it go? Like, oh, they're doing SP work. So you keep that in mind. That's permanent for like that sequence. So you write down and you just keep fucking doing that. And it's kind of funny because you can do like shit you're not supposed to, like attachment work with this. I'm reading off the wiki. Also, like people with like sacrifices, like baby and stuff, you can actually do that piece of work with them. I think they're like at hardcore like 0% though, so like you don't want that to happen. But they're impossible. It's like the first one you'll meltdown you'll probably do. In fact, it might be the first one you're forced to do. Very easy. I didn't talk about research upgrades. Oh my goodness. For Malkuth missions, you unlock 1.5 and 2 times speed to make the game fucking playable. Oh my goodness. You allow to send people to different facilities. Oh my goodness. This is just kind of just bitch basic shit. The other thing is like you get the button that lets people go home. I mean, it's like cut off on this one. Where you hit the button, they go home. For completing her meltdown, it says everyone's fucking movement speeds increase. I don't know how fucking real that is. But the one part that actually matters is your law points get increased at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, you get a certain amount of law points to spend on hiring new employees and bettering their stats. It makes you get more, so you want to get this, and then you just break in the bank and just, wow, get a bunch more points to work around with. Oh god. You saw it pre or during the events of Lobotomy Corporation or before the game. Is like Magneto, Takeda. What am I saying, dude? I am actually losing my mind. Holy shit. He sees all he's part of the information team. He sees all like the shit that's going on, and he's like, he thinks, oh, I'm infected. Oh shit. He's not actually infected, and they do like medical examination on him. He's like, he's not fucked up. He's like scratching his silk. He's like, oh fuck, you know, something happened. He's completely fine, and he ends up killing himself. So that Southern Branch, pretty cool. He's kind of cool, calm, collected. Oh my goodness. As we, oh my god, I do not have these ordered right. Like, man, I get, dude. What's there be talking about? His box is cool. I love, actually, his box design is really good, actually. In fact, I think I'm gonna put fucking Yasad in A tier, bro. Get out of here. Box design is pretty cool because he's like still wrapped up despite being boxed. That's thematically really fitting, and this is after he learns the discretion, or is rationality to maintain discretion, which is really nice. Basically, oh my gosh, probably explain what these probably mean. Oh my god, these are the things they need to do to germinate to see the light to finish the fucking game. So with Yasad's rationality maintain discretion, so I'm like, oh, sometimes you don't have to follow the rules. This is kind of my sort of personal assumption. Sometimes you don't follow rules, and sometimes you have to, you know, do stuff specific to what it is instead of being like a neat freak. Whatever. I'm just gonna go through these. Yasad missions. Fuck. Complete 4 instinct works. Complete 5 insight works. Complete 6 attachment works. End the workday without a bad work result. Honestly, his are like so fucking easy. You can probably throw them up here. His upgrades allow you to actually see HP values. Actually allows you to see damage values. He just has the fear levels of like these things. He just those levels. So of the clerks in your facility, so when they see like a wall, they won't fucking instantly explode. It's kind of useful. It's just kind of just more like this is what the video game should just be. His meltdown isn't too bad either, because his meltdown is just more like this down here. This meltdown here. No, it's not bad. His meltdown's more or less just he makes your HUD super pixelated. So you, oh my god, information team, you need to memorize information. You just have to memorize how stuff is. He makes your entire screen pixelated. It's an overlay on your screen. I think only maybe like with the escape menu. Like if you try to look at information, it's pixelated. You can't read shit. So you just have to memorize how stuff works. I like that. It's kind of a test. And by the time you finish this fucking game, you can probably do this with your fucking eyes closed. It is probably the most freest one there. Netsack. He's dude, man, what? Why'd I just myself that? Netsack free library. He really likes Carmen. He's like, Carmen, I'll work for you, Carmen. I haven't even talked about Carmen yet. Oh my god, people are like, who the fuck is Carmen? People who are listening to this as a podcast and know nothing about Lobotomy Corporation, I'm so fucking sorry. Thank you for listening, though. I'm so sorry. Carmen's the person who, I guess we'll tier this fucking Carmen. Where's Carmen? Where's your shoes? Carmen's the person who has the idea for Lobotomy Corporation. Helped bring it to what it is. It's Carmen, Ayan, and Ayan's subordinate. Brian? It's B. A, B, and C. Carmen, S tier. It's Carmen. Man. She's just like so full, like,
We could fucking do it. The fucking city's corrupted. We gotta do all this shit and make it a better place where people actually do what the fuck they want and take charge of their lives and shit.
And eventually it spirals into Lobotomy Corporation. And Netsack, pre-Netsack is like, oh, that's pretty cool, huh? I want to help Carmen. I'm in love with her. She doesn't know that. I never say anything. But I like Carmen. I want to do that. I want to do it just again. And then he fucking dies trying to bring Carmen back. Because, spoiler, Carmen fucking dies. Kills herself. On the death of Enoch. That's future. That's future stuff. A tier. Netsack, well, he's Netsack. S tier. Love that guy. Love my druggie. Shouldn't say it like that. It's got fucked up. Okay, I would totally smoke weed. I've never smoked weed in my life, but I would smoke weed if Netsack gave me a piece of weed. I don't think that's how they say, oh, do be a blunt. I don't fucking know. It shows you how much I know about doing drugs. I would totally. Incofelon, I think I'd pass. Netsack missions are, end a day without a single death, pretty fucking easy. End a day without a single employee getting the panic, pretty fucking easy. End a day without a single death or panic, pretty fucking easy. And finish the day with 3 or less employees deployed in each department. Probably the hardest one to do, but his missions give you extra healing up from your like main room healing, and it allows it to heal people even when there's like ordeals and shit going on in events and abnormality breaches. Which is very important. Netsack's meltdown is he geeks it so you can't heal at all. I really hate this meltdown. It's not that it's hard, but this is probably one of the easier meltdowns in the game. You just can't fucking heal. But I think it's a missed opportunity to not be able to like use like fairies and the cross and all that to just like heal people through that, because like it just makes so you can't heal straight up. you are not able to heal. So these abnormalities that would otherwise actually have kind of a use, like within this very specific situation, you're not able to use because you just can't heal it. I think I'm gonna put Netsac's fucking B tier. It's not good. It sucks. It's when you finish it, it makes it so your low heal rooms now heal the entire areas around, heals the whole facility. So it's like, oh, okay. Heals the hallways around them. It's not as efficient, but you don't have to fucking bring people back into their main rooms to heal them. That was pretty useful. I probably should tier those too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Next on Meltdown's Hod. It says Hod when she snitched to the head that like, hey, we're doing some fucked up shit at Lobotomy Corporation. They're like, oh, okay. They send fucking Garion in. She just fucking murders a bunch of people, a bunch of abnormalities. She's like, oh my god, I killed so much people. And she hangs herself. This is not a bit. This is actually what happens. It's like, oh god damn, that's got fucked. Well, yeah, it makes sense because I mean, her thing is like kind of like she betrayed everyone by telling him, like essentially, snitching. I shouldn't say snitching. That's not a good word to use. She told the head that like, hey, there's fucked up shit going on here. The head's like, oh okay, death. So,
I mean, she just thought she did what she did. We can't do that. We love Hot. Oh my goodness, I love Hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I might put her in ideal. We'll put her in. I love Hot. She's so nice. She's so nice. Oh my god, I didn't talk about the fucking things. Netsag. He learns the fearlessness to keep on living. Woo! We love living. Hod learns the hope to be a better person because I mean she kind of views herself as a bad person and she just wants she's quote does all her good shit. I shouldn't say quote, but I'm paraphrasing. She does her good shit so like, oh, so you can feel better about yourself for all the bad shit you've done. Hod, I might actually I'm putting Hod robot in Ideal. You can't see it here, but she keeps her little cowlick in a robot form. It's so fucking good. I love Hod robot. It's so nice. Mwah, beautiful. Yeah, this is after she learns the hope to be a better person because she's trying. She might never like what's the word? Redeem herself, but like as long as you're trying, then hey. Better than dying. Oh my goodness, Hod missions. It's just like promote agents to a higher level. Have a couple agents, promote agent level for a higher. Suppress 4 different abnormalities. Yeah, fucking complete the day with a bunch of level 5 employees. These missions are fucking free, dude. Like these missions are so free. For completing your missions, you get EXP from doing work faster. The clerks aren't as dog shit. Hired employees says they have better stats. I don't know if that's real or not. Plus 15. Yeah. And when you finish her meltdown, which I should probably talk about, all your employees are at all the employees you hire start at level 3 rather than starting at level 1. So all their stats start at 3. It's very nice. So there's a lot less grinding you have to do in this fucking grind hell of a game. Her meltdown itself, she slowly decreases the stats of everyone within the facility. So like suddenly you're no longer being stat checks to stuff and like stat check stuff like Porcupus and fucking a bunch of these motherfuckers like an A and B tier. Suddenly they're killing you because you're like, oh shit, my stats aren't that high anymore. But does not have like something like Titia or some people that just like give a bunch of boxes for like low effort, or like these test fillers. Suddenly they're really good because I can just like do that and you don't really have to worry about being stat checks because they're so low anyway. There's only people with like decent enough stats to do it. The only time it really matters is when your walls and stuff. You're probably gonna have walls and stuff by the start of the game. When they get hit by the clip-off meltdown, then you're like, ah shit. Or not a clip-off meltdown, but or when they get hit by meltdown, you have to send someone in. You're like, ah shit, I should like pay attention and hope I meet the stat requirements. It's not too bad, and the stuff you get, I should play this here. Stuff you get from it isn't too bad. I should say so. Is probably actually no bring up here. My thought process is so fried right now. I'm so sorry. How long is this? It's 2 hours. Are we halfway? We're near the end. I say near the end. We're like 60% done. For the last ones aren't a lot to talk about, but oh my goodness. Starting plays at level 3, super important. You can probably get this and probably like reset your run, and you'll probably be fine to finish the run at that point. Or not finish the run, but starting level 3 is so important. It's probably either the second most or the most important like upgrade. Not counting these fucking Yasad and fucking Malkuth upgrades, where it's just like you can play the fucking video game. Our upgrade is probably the best meltdown upgrade because it just makes it so much easier to like start playing the game and stuff. Of course, you can put stats down on these level 3 employees for like motherfuckers like singing machine and shit, where if your stats too high, they get upset.
Oh god. Ah, gee whiz. Fuck. Fuck. This is Tiferet. This is Enoch and Lisa. These motherfuckers survived the outskirts. Not the back streets, the outskirts. They were rescued from the outskirts. Enoch is kind of looking forward to life. Like, oh, we could live a better life and all this stuff. And Lisa's kind of like, let's go, Enoch. I want to make sure Enoch knows I'm epic. Something. Lisa kind of, I'm not gonna say lives for Enoch, but her world is kind of centered around Enoch, and Enoch is kind of always like looking for, kind of like Carmen actually. Huh. Cinematic parallels. He's kind of looking forward, like, oh, what if life is like better, and what if we, like, didn't grow up in like in the outskirts and shit. Life's better. Like, oh, yeah, we're in LobCorp now, it's a lot better. Enoch eventually, Carmen's like, do the, is it the Encofelon or the Cogito extract? No, we extract Cogito. The Encofelon experiments on me instead of Carmen. He does it and then he fucking explodes. F's in chat. And Carmen's like, I should have been me, and then she kills herself. And then you make her into the fucking brain goop jar. But that's. I guess we're talking about this right now. And you make her into this so you can extract Cogito, which is part of things. This is so sad. It goes so fucking hard though, Esther. That's Carmen's like brain and nervous system there gets extracted by Ayan. This is how you extract Cogito, which is for making abnormalities and helping with the production of Encofelon boxes. I couldn't tell you the fucking lore. Watch a lore video on it. This is like very basic stuff. I should say very basic. I am saying very basic, like going through it very basically. It's not telling you a lot. You should. That's me saying this is very basic. Like, oh, this is all elementary, my dear. No, it's not. It's very complicated stuff. I am just glossing over it. Look up like an actual video. It will actually go in depth and about the nuances stuff on it. That is not for me. I'm too dumb brain for this. I'm making a fucking 3-hour long, 2-hour and 16-minute long tier list video on almost everything in this fucking game. You go to school, kids. Hey, this is them and their inside Lobotomy Corporation forums. F in chat for this month. I think I'm gonna pull him in F tier. I think I'm gonna put tip for the B in F tier just for F's in chat. He like loses memories. He's like the first guy to fucking die, so his brain doesn't exist. Yeah, it slowly doesn't. And it's mostly a story about Lisa / Tiferet A like letting go. Be like, you know what? Like it's time to let go for let you not go and move on. And it's very nice. She learns, but yeah, I do not remember who has these. What does she get? I literally don't know. I'm gonna stop reading these because I should have done this research earlier. I'm so sorry. I'm exploding. It's been 2 hours. I'm so sorry. Actually, it probably tells me on the bottom of this. Expectation of the meaning of existence. So, you know, why we lived, and it's kind of a thing to move on about, you know, Enoch being dead. Which is very nice. It's very sad. Also, she blames Carmen, and that's probably also another reason why Carmen killed herself. She blames Carmen, like, it should have been you! You were the person who was supposed to do the experiment! Like, yeah, very, very visibly frustrated over that. Obviously, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. My kid died, so, yeah. Yeah. Her, meltdown... Oh, I should have mentioned this. When you complete, Sephiroth's meltdown, 13 can never melt down in normal gameplay ever again. Like, all the abnormalities when they're, like, sectioned the facility. Now, saying that, Tiferet is like, fuck you, play the video game. So all the immunities you had to the previous meltdowns are no longer there, and she'll just melt down everything in the facility again. You're kind of just playing like you don't have just, oh, okay. Which honestly, it's kind of an experience of where you are as a manager. It's like, oh, you know, you've gotten better at the game. It's not too bad. You know, you can actually understand how to do shit. Obviously, you have something you never want to touch, like some like melting blood or something, and you get this, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking jump off a cliff. And it sucks, but until then, it's not that bad. Also, her missions aren't too bad. I put them here. I tiered Tiferet missions, but I didn't fucking talk about it. It's pass the day with the clip-off meltdown level 8 or lower, so speed on the game. Pass the day with the clip-off meltdown level 7 or lower, so speed on the game. Pass the day with the clip-off meltdown level 6 or lower, so speed on the day. And I clear day without a single continuous clip-on meltdown timer hitting 0. So make sure, where is it?
There are so many icons on this screen. Make sure this doesn't hit 0. There you go. Which honestly isn't too hard. I might put this up here. These are pretty easy fucking missions. The hardest thing is actually doing stuff, but as long as you have like walls and HEs and as you're cycling between these, you should be able to do this pretty easily. Her upgrades are red shield. Thank fuck. White shield. She gets all the shields. Thank fuck. And for completing her meltdown, you get the pale shield as well. So she gets all the shields, which, like I said, very good, very useful. And that's why the other bullets you get there, because you can get those way earlier. Yeah, you have to do all this shit for it. I don't remember this guy's name. I know it's Chesed Almery. He's pretty funny. He's funny. I love this guy. I love Chesed. I love his cup. Oh my goodness. So Chesed, his missions, or his missions? Chesed's kind of just a guy. I think he came from a wing or something. He was really high up, and he's like, yeah, I'll help you guys with this Lobotomy Corporation shit. He basically gets gaslit into opening up the abnormality fucking things by Garion / Bina / the Arbiter. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take a fucking small break after this, so when there's like 5 seconds or a minute of silence, you know why. Oh my goodness. 2 first missions. Oh, he gets gaslit. His missions. Chesed missions. I'm actually going crazy. Finish the day within the allotted time. These are legitimate speedruns. Finish the day within the allotted time limit. It doesn't tell me time limits are. It's like finish the game within like 12 to like 8 minutes. If you're just rushing through it, it's like the only missions you're trying to do. And it's very nice to teach players to actually move through the game quickly once you reach a certain point. Like, so you're not really grinding stats, but it does teach you getting quickly, so you don't have to deal with like dusk and midnight ordeals, because those things fucking suck and you never want to touch them. His research, oh fuck. Which are the upgrades you get for doing his missions. I don't think I set up for any of these. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. HP recovery bullets, pretty decent. SP recovery bullets, pretty decent. You only need to do their meltdown for these. You just get these sets kind of wider. But honestly, when you get them, pretty good. Not as good as these are. The heal a bit more. This is the last one. So his meltdown, he makes it so he'll point to certain damage types, and whatever damage type is pointed to, you'll take a lot more damage from, which is very fun, and it's a lot more managing your damage types. This is, and being like, oh, this automatically does this damage. Let me try to do everything I can to not touch that motherfucker ever. And your goats like Titia, you can just keep fucking doing and keep mashing because it doesn't matter. You can do no wrong. It's pretty. I'd say that it's not really up here. It's like a fucking A tier one. His upgrades when you his upgrades. Besides making meltdowns not happening in his facility, when you finish his meltdown, I'm like dying here. There's a 25% chance that when someone panics or dies, they don't. Holy shit! It is. Shit, I might throw this down here. It's so fucking bad, dude. What the fuck? Is it based on real? No, it's based on the gameplay. Because so. With that, I'm gonna take like a 2-minute break. Oh my god, be right back. All right, and we're back. If it isn't obvious enough, I like talking a lot. Where am I?
Good boy.
Kali / the Red Mist / Gabura. She's her. She's literally her. She's the strongest fixer. Oh my goodness, she's the strongest color fixer ever. Kali is pretty cool because she lives a pretty fucked up life, trying to help people and getting backstab for it. Anyway, I could probably talk about Kali all day. Oh my god. Probably don't want to. I even talk about Chestnut's past besides that he came from Wing. Whatever. Kali, which is Gabura before Lobotomy Corporation, or during when she was alive. Yeah, she tried helping people. She was betrayed by the people she helped, and she was like, "This shit fucking sucks." And she sees Carmen like being like, "We could save the world and make it a better place," and like this bitch is full of shit. I think she actually kidnaps someone on accident. Like she thinks she's someone else. She's like, "What this shit is?" Like she's like, "You know what?" She kind of spitting. And Gabura like helps the Lobotomy Corporation by essentially providing her protection as, oh my, the Red Mist. Oh my god, actually, did she become the Red Mist? Because she becomes the Red Mist after she is able to manifest her ego. I actually don't know, and I'm gonna stop talking. Anyway, she's her. That's all you need to fucking know. We love Gabura. At Gabura facility, she's like, I hate abnormalities. I didn't talk about what Chess had learned. Oh my goodness, I'm such a fucking dweeb. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Chester learns those who are faithful and trustworthy. What the fuck that means, I literally couldn't tell you. I was like, kind of guess like you saw. Those faithful and trustworthy, let's make something up right now. It's probably like despite him like opening the things for Garion, you know, the literal hydrogen fucking bomb that showed up. He's still faithful and trustworthy for doing stuff that works, and he shouldn't discount himself for that. It's like, just because you did this one fucked up thing doesn't mean like it's over. You kind of do what you have to do. You still trust you for that. Maybe that's what it means. Maybe that's what it means. I don't fucking know, dude. I haven't really. It's been too long. Anyway, Gabura. You should make fucking dog noises. Oh my god. A Gabura box kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Gabura box kind of fucking sucks. It's not as, and the Red Mist, yeah, expression's amazing, but Gabura box kind of like whatever. Doesn't really have anything unique that sets it apart. I might put in fucking 8. It's a fucking hot take. 8 tier. But it's the Red Mist, so her missions are hard, dude. These are probably some of the hardest missions in the game. Gabura's mission, suppress 5 abnormalities at risk level 8 lore. Oh, that's easy. There's like, suppress 5 wall abnormalities. Okay, that kind of fucking sucks. Can I even like quickly? Dreaming current. Shit, I might as well open the wiki, that's faster. Show me the wall abnormalities. Big Bird. Nah, not even Big Bird. Or the easy abnormalities. Oh my god. Oh my god, it sucks. Dreaming current, burrowing heaven. I guess Queen Bee. I guess Clouded Monk. I guess Big Bird. Oh my goodness. Like say Snow White Apple. Yeah, these kind of suck. Oh my god, it's kind of hard. That's kind of really hard. Oh my god. Yeah, boy, you fucked me again. These like her missions are hard. Where is search? Here it is. Uber upgrades. Oh yeah, you unlock the fucking rabbit team. Have I tiered the rabbit team yet? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, rabbit team. It's just a fucking button that costs like 25% of your daily quota for Enkafelon boxes that you have with you. It just actually no, I think it's just 25% of your quota. I think if you don't have it, you can still summon them. And they just come in, they kill everything in sight, and they fucking leave. It is so good. This cheese is so much shit, and I will talk about that when we get to it. Just very fucking soon. So she gives you execution bullets, which are fucking like some of the best bullets in the game to deal with bullshit. She gives you the slow bullet, and she gives you rabbit team. So you take a rabbit team, you take execution bullets, then you take slow bullets. Alright. For Red Mist fight, I think this is like peak. It is. It's so hard to not be a Red Mist fanboy. Like,
There's so much cool shit that she fucking does. She's her. She's literally her. Like, it sucks. This fight is fun. You can like, oh, my thing's lagging out. You can kite the red mist around with like a team of like 2 people, and then you just dogpile her at the end, and it is so fun. This fight is generally one of the best fights in the fucking game. If I would dare say the best fight in the game. It is so much fun. I love this fight. So their attacks are telegraphed. They're not really that bullshit. This is the peak of what Lobotomy Corporation should be. And sadly, this is kind of the best the gameplay gets. It's so good. I love the Red Mist fight, and I think it does everything right in this game about like kiting, about managing your dudes around, and chef's kiss, beautiful. And this is, oh my god, I'm like scrolling down like, where's her suppression? This is her Clip-Off Meltdown. It's fighting the Red Mist. It is so much fun. Now when you do this, her permanent upgrade is that she allows you to get 1 more weapons, which is fucking insanely good. So so on Alex you could usually only get one, like 1 armor, 1 weapon piece. But once they finish the Red Mist, it's like, oh, you can get 2 of them for each of them. Holy shit. that's a lot. Now your workforce of employees and their amount of like potential damage and they can take and deal is like essentially doubled. Now you have like double the wall tiers, double the Aleph tiers, and now you can cure everyone in HE tier. It's insanely good. Holy shit. Anyway, so Gaboro learns the magical amount. So the reason Gaboro's learning, she's like wants to kill the Armalies if anyone's facility, but she learns to Curse Protect. She was like, oh yeah, right, I was supposed to protect people. Now. Anyway, we love Gaboro. We love the Red Mist. Yeah, I'm a fanboy. Next on the list, I think of Hawkma first. Oh, I don't. Bina, she's the Arbiter. She's the person that gets sent in by the head to kill everyone after Hod snitches. I shouldn't say snitch. After Hod tells the head. She's the person that gets sent to fucking basically eviscerate the facility. And she does. She is defeated by the Red Mist, but not after she fucking bodies the Red Mist. And there's like, who won? You can look at it either way, because at the end of the day, the Red Mist kills Bina. By the end of the day, Bina did kind of wipe the Red Mist. But at the end of the day, there was also all the abnormalities that the Red Mist was trying to protect everyone else in the facility from. But at the end of the day, she did still lose. But at the end of the day, the Red Mist still did just die, because she dies from her injuries like right after. It goes either way. It's whoever you're a fanboy for. And honestly, I don't care. I love both of these people. In fact, I might throw over fucking. Oh my goodness, I kneel. I think. Anyway, I got like kind of teary these, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm gonna do it. She's so cool. I mean, she was just doing her job, like realistically, and then when she dies, you fucking go in there and just extract her fucking brain against her will, try to get all the information out of it to hide the Lobotomy Corporation from the head. Pretty fucked up. Being a robot is very. I didn't hear Mia. We'll hear Mia afterwards. Being a robot is very funny looking. I think I'll just put S here. Not quite. Oh, okay. I'm thinking about it. Fuck it. The drip is immaculate on her. And they say a box couldn't be dripped out. Holy shit. So good. Anyway, Bina missions. So Bina missions, extract 5 more E.G.O to grade HE or higher. Oh my god, that thing you're already gonna do. I'll complete a day with at least 1 employee who has 4 more E.G.O gifts. This one's kind of a pain, because E.G.O gifts, if they're on the same slot on the employee, it kind of fucks them up. I shouldn't say kind of fucks up. If it's the same slot, it will overwrite what was in the previous slot unless you locked in the slot, which I think is only available at level 3, but I might be wrong on that. I might be appearance. So you need to get 4 different E.G.O gifts that go on 4 different parts of the body, essentially, to not overwrite it. Which, if you have it done already, you might already have them done. It's just like easy, like whatever. If you don't, it's kind of sucks to like, oh, gotta start farming these things out with them, and it's not too bad. But you either have it or you don't, and you have to spend like quite a while farming it. Okay, it's quite literally RNG. Every time you complete work with an abnormality, just a percentage chance that you get that. Her other thing is complete with the more Aleph E.G.O in possession. As long as you finished Gabora's stuff, it's probably pretty simple to get. It's like 4 dudes worth of stuff. Even Den.
and depending on the abnormality, because abnormalities will give like 2 different pieces of ego, right? The Aleph ego refers to both the armor and the weapon. So like an Aleph by himself, assuming they provide 1 armor and 1 weapon, that's 2 per abnormality. And if you have Giboro's suppression upgrade, that's like 4. So you're seeing like 2 guys. Yeah, that's pretty good. These are backwards. So for Bina, her missions are there's a 25% chance that when someone dies and you lose the ego, that you don't die and lose the ego. Additionally, she lets you reroll the extractions you get when you play the game. It gives you a set of like abnormalities on every day you start, and it's like, I'll pick 1. She lets you reroll that. The other one is that you get the chance of getting a gift is doubled. It's kind of good. Kind of good. You should probably take. I never talked about the order you should take these in. You should probably take gift division first, so you don't have to farm that when mission L is bad. Then reroll. Then when you die, there's a chance not to lose shit. Yeah. Wait, Mio. Not quite literally ideal tier, but we'll put her high up on the S tiers. She's a Red Mist fan, and she's essentially you're in on the rabbits, and you hire the rabbits for you hire R Corp for energy. You give them like a felon, and they fuck shit up when you need it. Mio is cool. The Arbiter, the normal Arbiter fight isn't too bad. So she'll send meltdowns across the facility. This is also her Sephiroth meltdown. She'll send like these like little like shit like abnormality meltdowns across your facility, and when you work on them, she'll be able to do some skills. She'll get stunned, and she'll go from like basically immune to damage. She's not immune damage. It's like fucking super resistant. Like I'm taking like 0.01, not 0.01, 0.1 or 0.2, or so you're taking very low damage to weak damage. It's like actually like damage dumper. Because of the way wow, I cannot speak. Because of the way the game works, when she is out, the abnormalities in her facility are unable to be put by her debuffs that she applies, which is when she applies basically special versions of this they have to do in order to debuff her and make her vulnerable. Since it's like that, you're able to go. I think it's very slow. There's a lot to talk about. You're able to do those works across the facility and debuff the Arbiter. And once she debuffs, you can, since she'll never leave her facility, or you can lock her into the facility. If you spawn the rabbits in on her, and you can have the rabbits DPS check her down, and it is pretty simple. The first time you fight the Arbiter, you wait for her to do her shit, you spawn the rabbits on her, you do the work to debuff her, and the rabbits will clean up. Pretty easy. You just rinse and repeat, since nothing in her stuff will ever get meltdown while it's during her shit. And for completing the meltdown, it makes it so when you die, you would when an employee dies, you would normally lose their ego, their armor, and their weapon. That no longer happens. So it's insanely good. Wow. Beautiful. We're at 2 hours and 40 minutes. Oh my goodness. Hakma Ball is Hakma is the other Sephiroth. This is Hakma 4. This is Benjamin. Oh my god, I remember his name. What did I say his name was before? Ryan? This is Benjamin. Hakma is very, very cool. He is the what's the word used? Lackey? I don't know. Oh, I never talked about X and A and oh my god. So you play as the other founder of Lobotomy Corporation, which is Ayan, also known as A, also known as X is what they call you, the player who's actually playing the video game. So you're like the founding researcher. The ideals come from Carbon, but all the research comes from you and Benjamin. I think his name's Benjamin. Maybe his name's not Benjamin. That'd be so funny. Oh my god, I didn't fucking say what. Bino, you complete your suppression. You get, I think it's the all-seeing eye. I don't even think I need to look someone up. I'm looking up anyway. The eye facing the fear, breaking the cycle. Well, face fear. Or basically, she's like, yeah, that's fucked up. I want to kill you though, but we'll see what happens. You'll see some cool actually happens from this. It's Benjamin. Oh my goodness, I was right. Not fucking Brian. Right, Brian's meltdown. Fuck. Why I say Brian? Benjamin. Fuck. Akuma. I hate this guy. I fucking hate this. This is the worst. This meltdown goes in fucking F tier, dude. I should D tier. We're not F tier yet. Oh my goodness. Essentially, he is A's lackey. He's like the second in like research for Lobotomy Corporation. He does a lot of stuff. He helps make Angela, which is this robot, which is meant to be kind of a copy, but not really of Carmen. I was making Carmen's memories and stuff. Oh my goodness. This is a lore video. Fuck. S tier. His box S tier. They did his no version dirty. He has such a glow up in Library Runa. Done. Aqua missions, I think, aren't that bad. No word. Fuck my ball. Your DS5, it's just cleared the day with your employees at certain stat, at 100 stat. By the time you're in this game, you'll probably have a couple employees with that. It's kind of whatever. His upgrades allow... Wait, no, that's his permanent upgrade. Oh my goodness. Research. Bam. Done. I know that was right. Aqua's upgrades allow you to your stats to be increased past 100 to 120. You get to choose which one. It's Fortitude, Prudence, and Temperance. And then once you finish with his meltdown, all the stats can now hit 130. Allows you to get EX level. Oh my goodness. His meltdown is the worst in the game. So his meltdown makes it so you are unable to pause the game. And if you pause the game, you know that bread and butter up here, it randomly kills an employee. And every time you pause the game, it will kill one more employee along. So if you pause the game once, one guy dies. If you pause the game again, in that instance, 2 people will die, which means 3 people are dead total. You pause the game again, 3 people will die in that instance, which means 5 people. Wait, 6 people are dead total. And it just keeps ramping up. So it's kind of the antithesis of how you play the fucking game. And also he forces you to like 1-time speed and then like very slow speeds. And it's like, dude, it's not bad yet. It gets terrible, but it's not bad yet. It's super slow, and fucking up this thing, it sucks. It sucks, and it is part of what makes One of the Last Days fucking terrible. Anyway, this is Ayan. Ayan's pretty funny. Like I said, you play as X or version of Ayan. Let me do these things. Oh, all right. For completing his suppression, he learns. The I embracing the past, building the future. To be essentially like you take your past, you learn from your past, and you do shit with the future with it, and you stop clinging on to the past. And I might just throw him. Hold on. Where's he go? We'll go next to Aqua. Okay. The boys are back in town. Ah! So once you're done that, you have the last 5 days. You have day 46, day 47, day 48, day 49, and day 50. Day 46, all your ordeals are replaced with colored fixers. And now we get started on I think I put all these guys in fucking D tier. These guys suck. White fixer, immune to white damage, or pale, no, not white damage. He has white damage. Immune to white damage, does white damage. They have an attack that just goes, this is a laser beam, goes, just leaves a puff of smoke that just slows people and does damage to people in it. It's fucking terrible. You have an attack that reflects damage back. It's fucking terrible. Shit, I might throw this motherfucker in F tier now. I'm fucking having PTSD. Like, whatever. Red fixer is this robot-looking motherfucker down here. He isn't too bad. He kind of just does damage. When he dies, he'll just do a laser that does a bunch of damage on the arc, essentially a front and below him. So you need to kill him and then go behind him. Very fucking annoying. But like, you know what's gonna happen. But obviously this stuff, like these motherfuckers, like kill a bunch of clerks and triggers death sensitive employees. Like, also, these guys replaced the ordeals for the last 5 days of the game, by the way. So you better like seeing them because you're gonna see a lot of them. This is a black fixer. Probably. Actually, I should probably play these motherfuckers back here. A black fixer. Oh yeah, they deal their damage, their color and damage, and they're immune to their color and damage. I'm just gonna say that now because I don't think I remember saying on all these. Okay, Black Fixer. So he has an ability where he'll just put his hammer down and he'll just like play a little like chime with it, and all the abnormalities in that current section of the facility, their counters will lower and shit will be glossed. So you also super annoying. Damage wise, it's just a lot of stuff is like resist black damage in this game. Yeah, I should do a damage tier list like that, but terrible. Essentially, this motherfucker releases this. Also, these guys come in at least pairs of 2 when they spawn in. It'll be 2, like on like dawn or dusk or whatever, and then there'll be like 2 again, and it'll be like 4, and then it's like fucking the claw at the end. Oh, it's so bad. This is why I recommend you watch Frapolo play this game in his live stream. Love that guy, makes such good content. I wish I was as cool as him. Oh my goodness. I think he also did thing of day 49 where no one fucking finishes it. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, this guy fuck. Pell Fixer, he just does percentage damage. Honestly, I think I might deal with Pell Fixer over everything else in the game. He just kills you. He does a bunch of pale damage, and that is essentially it. This is probably the guy you can like leave alone the most. He just does a lot of damage. When compared to nuking a facility, and fucking letting things out that will nuke a facility, he's not that bad. I think he has like bugs where he'll like crash people's games because this game is not optimized at all. But hey, it's not too bad. The claw fight. So the boss at the end of day 46 is the claw. I don't know where to put him. His fight is essentially just like a DPS check, I feel. Like, you kind of just beat him up and hope he doesn't recover. Because he enters a stagger if you do a certain amount of damage to him. So you kind of just, like, get your mob on him and you just beat the shit out of him. And he doesn't do it. If not, he'll probably just murder you guys, but... I think the fact that it's at the end of a day drags it down a lot. Because if you could fight this, like, frame 1, like, Count the Red Mist, it would probably be a fun fight, but I literally couldn't fucking tell you. Because you don't want to risk anything since it's at a midnight ordeal in order to get to him. So you need to deal with these motherfuckers and everything else to midnight. But he's cool, so we'll leave him in B tier. So after day 46, you'll go to day 47 where this old fart talks to you. Which is a representation of yourself. Are you written in here? Is Abraham or something? You're not here. No. Fuck. Dude. If you can believe it, here. Fuck it, we'll just talk about day 47. Day 47, probably the easiest day. So, with all the Sephiroth meltdowns, it starts combining all the Sephiroth meltdowns into one super day. Day 47, you have to get through most of the day? All of the day? Most of the day? I don't think I've ever been down here. I think I'm just an idiot. Whatever. You have to get through most of the day. With the top tier, not top tier, the top level Sephiroth meltdowns. So this is Hod, this is Malkuth, this is Yasad, and this is Netzach. So you don't heal from Netzach. Yasad scrambles your screen. Malkuth. What the fuck's Malkuth? Hod lowers your stats. Oh, Malkuth makes your shit random. And you have to deal with all of that at the same fucking time. And honestly, it's probably the easiest one. The easiest of the day. And it is pain. It is misery. It's so fucking bad. That Lou narrative goes so hard of Ayan overcoming all these trials and tribulations to the end. I still know what the fuck this guy's name is. I'll teach these guys at the end. Fuck it. Fuck. Day 48 is the middle Sephiroth. So this is Tifrith. What the fuck is Tifrith? It's Tifrith that makes it so your shit isn't immune. Hawkman also makes it so your shit isn't immune, by the way. Your abnormality things aren't immune to meltdowns. A48, Tifrith makes your shit not immune to meltdowns. You have chested shit of stuff doing more damage. And the red mist spawns, I think, at meltdown level 5. And she's like severely nerfed. She has severely less HP. She has the same damage, I'm pretty sure. She has severely less HP. which is fine. I think this is fun because you gotta fight the red mist again, baby. Let's fucking go. But it does feel like if you roll bad with Chested's damage, it kind of just makes stuff a lot more like worse. But it's more or less also, yeah, if you roll bad Chested's damage and you get like a fixer that is just like, it's just a terrible piece of shit. Like, you get extra white damage, you have to fight the white fixer. And the white days do all their gimmick. And, like I said, these guys appear on ordeals except normal ordeals now. And it's fucking terrible. Not that bad. Day 49 is where everyone breaks. I think the fact that everyone breaks here, like I said in that for Apollo playthrough, I think he also broke at day 49, and I broke at day 49. We all break. Everyone who plays this game gets steered, fucking breaks. So, day 49. I'm looking this up right now because I need a fucking... So you have to do Hawkman's meltdown and you have to do Bina's meltdown. It's like, oh, it's just two guys. I think Bina spawns in that meltdown like 4 or something too. Yes, that's exactly right. Fuck it, I don't need to look so. Bina spawns in like meltdown 4 or 5 or 3 or whatever. She doesn't spawn at base, but you're forced to play the game at 1 times speed. That's how slow that's fucking going? Because it's so fucking slow. So you're not going through this day normally because Bina has attacks that fucking hit AoE everywhere and she'll keep spamming her fucking shit to go through. Maybe if you play the game quickly, you can get through it. If I ever play this fucking game again and go through that again, maybe that's what I'll do. But it's so fucking... So at 1 time speed, you have to deal with all the fixers coming in. Also, since she comes at, I think, meltdown 4, you have to hope that when she spawns in, she's not spawning with fixers. Because if she spawns in with the fixers and not like a meltdown of the facility, you have to reset the day instantly. Because you just don't have enough people to deal with it. Yeah. So you have to hope your meltdown 4 isn't like a fucking noon or whatever. Or a white. Like, they're white when the fucking fixers go in. They're like white dusks and white dawns and shit. White dawn. You have to hope you don't have a white dawn at level 4. You have to hope it shows up at 3 or 5. Or 2 or 5 or whatever the fuck. And you have to hope that you can fucking play the game. And so this by Abina, she actually is able to target the stuff within her own facility. And so it makes sure she'd go in there and actually get the facilities in there that she do stuff. And the rabbits get fucking blasted by them now because they don't have the... You can't successfully easily put their fucking down on. And Bina has like several fucking phases. So is Red Mist. I didn't even talk about it. Listen, just look up a playthrough of someone playing day 49 and just look up the frustration of this fucking thing. Because it is at 1 time speed. It's not like fucking Red Mist where it's like, oh, I fucked up. All right, reset. Go through it quickly. All right, back to Red Mist. Let's try to fight again. You're at 1 time speed and you can't pause because your fucking characters die. And people are doing like, oh, you're probably getting out pausing like once or twice because you just need a fucking breather. It's also why this is like backwards clock is fucking probably put up here. Because the meltdowns that Bina puts, you can sacrifice employee because you're gonna sacrifice employee to hit the fucking pause button anyway, right? You sacrifice employee, gets rid of all those meltdowns, fucking blows Bina up, then you can like some of the raps or whatever on her, or just fucking send your kill squad and attack her like that phase. I don't think my frustrations are giving this justice. It's such a shit fucking day. It's so fucking bad. I don't think I've been this tilted like ever, dude. Like it is generally the worst thing. I need to look that for Apollo playthrough again because I don't want to be like, oh, he said this when you didn't actually say it. But I'm gonna say I share the sentiment. I think he says this, but if he didn't, this is how I feel about it. Where it's like, day 49 is such dog shit because all the days up until day 49 are kind of okay and you kind of have fun memories looking back on it. Day 49 is pure fucking dog shit. It is so bad. Like, it's so fucking slow playing this game at 1 time speed. You can't pause. People are likely to die because of the fixers because you can't fucking pause and micromanage your shit. I think Hawkman slowly speeds up time throughout the fucking day. I don't think I talked about that throughout like reaching different meltdown levels. It's so fucking slow. So just even retrying takes like 40-50 minutes. And if you fuck up, you have to try it again. And you could just get like a thing where the fixer spawned at the same time as Bina, as the Arbiter. And it's so fucking bad. It's so fucking bad. Anyway, day 50 is peak fiction. We can throw that fucking A tier. It's just like, you did it. You beat the game. It's just a fucking victory lap. Oh my god. I don't know, just look up. Like I said, I think Rapolo had the same thing. I love that guy. Shout out for Paulo. Good content. I think he shared the same sentiment. I still need to finish watching his Library of Runa playthrough because I was in the middle of my playthrough when he played that. I need to watch those again. Anyway, that's other stuff completely unrelated. Just watched it because I'm pretty sure he had the same frustrations I had and a bunch of other players have at day 49. I didn't even look these motherfuckers up. These are the aspects of Ayan. This is him being old and decrepit, and like, there's not much. Fuck, he's like, you should give up while you still have the chance. The fucking C tier fucking cares. Because yeah, see, it's like kind of anything given up, and it's like, you know, nothing we does matter, and like, there's no point. This is the one that shows up on day 47. This one shows up on day 46. Cause it's kind of like your own meltdown of Ayan as a character. It's like, nothing we do. I think this is what he says, and you have to have done the meltdowns in order to progress, or else it will end there, and you get ending A, B, and C. I think. Like nothing we do matter, and like yes, stuff we do does matter, and it's because the message the Sephiroth learned, like the will to keep on living in, I looking in the future, and all that stuff. Yeah. And this is I don't know their names. They all start with A, which is real. Is this Abel? I don't remember. This is like the god complex Ayn has, like, oh yes, I'm the best, or you'll never be as good as me, or whatever. And it's just the god complex within Ayn. Essentially worshipped by Hawkman. Oh, she did to him. But it's like, this is day 49. This snotty fucking. It's the day 49 one, and I just don't want to think about it because day 49 is like actual. To anybody who's gone day 49 on Lobotomy Corporation, it's PTSD. It's real horror. It's real torture. Talk to anyone you know who's done day 49. Or like I said, watch that for full playthrough if you don't know anybody, or listen to me vent my frustrations for however long I fucking did it on that. It sucks. It fucking sucks. Like, I'm done. Fuck challenge mode. So after you beat day 50 challenge mode, which is the days past 50 where there's no memory repositories and you just hit go through it. It's just a little funny gimmick thing. Fucking C tier or whatever. This, I might break the game, but if you try to reset your data, ooh, zoom in. You're given this message. I say this is when you reset your data from scratch. So like when you reset the game normally, you keep your stuff in like your codex and things, which is next. You keep all the information about the abnormalities and you go. This is when you reset it to start from scratch. The game gives you the message. Actually, no one fucking talk about this. Is your employees' area encyclopedia entry and all your game progression will be lost. Even your precious memories with me. Do you really want to restart? And I don't see anyone ever talk about the precious memories with me. Oh my goodness. Oh, tear maker. I don't see like anyone ever talking about that. I don't know where I was at before. Oh my goodness, it's not gonna be the same as it was earlier. I'm so sorry. I never seen anyone talking about this. I'm pretty sure it's Carmen saying stuff because it's like the light saying it, right? Because it wouldn't be Angela talking about precious memories. Like she's trying to manipulate you, which I guess she should kind of do. It's part of her duties, right? I think it's like legitimately Carmen and Ayan, which is very sad. And I really love this message. I think I might put this in I kneel. It's such a sad message. Even if it's Angela, it's still sad. If it's Carmen, it's like super sad. I see no one fucking talking about that. Ever. This is the codex. This is where you can look back at the abnormalities to read your little things just on the main menu. I like reading. Reading is fun. S tier. This is the story. You can review past story events and endings. S tier. Because God knows, just get someone to file with the full game and just be like, here you go. Here's the story. Go through that. This is the fucking options menu. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the barrel here. This is the options menu. Some people can hardly run this game because this game is like negatively optimized. At least it's 2024 now, so if you want to try playing this game. When I played it, I never had a problem. This was like 3 years ago when I think I started, and I finished it like a year and a half ago. But it should be fine. Options are important. Oh my god, that's here. Zayn. I did tear Zayn. What the? I didn't scroll. I'm going crazy. This is actually just a tile screen. I'm gonna count the music here. It's so nice. It's such a nice looking tile screen. I love like interactive tile screens like this. We'll fucking just throw that everything else. Everything else is art book related. Holy shit, the art book. That's here. These are abnormalities and stuff that only appear within the art book and that weren't used or were like in the beta and they weren't final design stuff. Am I allowed to talk about this? Oh, probably. I put this here mostly to talk about like some important stuff like Nosferatu. Nosferatu shows up in... How do we do him anymore than our name here? Nosferatu, probably a blood fiend, more likely a blood fiend. Now we know from Limbus Company. He shows up in Library Runa as well, and it's kind of nice to show like the original one. Does he have any flavor text in the book? He has no. It's by Kim Yeon-jung. It's Kim spelled K-I-M and last Yeon-jung. I don't know how to pronounce that. Y-U-N-J-U-N-G. Beautiful art. Starred the whole fucking thing. I think there's lore related to this if you look this up from Lobotomy Corporation. I didn't pull it up because I'm a stupid idiot. Can you tell that I'm running out of steam? I'm so sorry. Next, this is a funny little guy. Honestly, this is Mr. Reaper. We all know what he's done, and all I say is Mr. Reaper. Fucking down here, he exists to exist. This is Hammer of Light. No idea what it does. Does it have any flavor text on it? Let's see. Boy, oh boy. Oh, it does. Hammer of Light's unique case for the filter for its Canadian units was the first thing to be made. I consolidate. I'm not reading this shit out to you, dude. Buy the art book. Buy the art book. I'm not reading this out. I'm just hearing this shit. In fact, I should make a fucking does not exist irrelevant tier. Fuck it. Fuck. We'll do it right now. I wrote below. Not real tier and not real important. So you here and just throw these here. Autumn God, not real important. The Seven Princesses, this one is important because Seven Princesses are, I guess, they're supposed to be based on like the Seven Dwarves or whatever. Oh, Snow White and Seven Dwarves. As we see here with Snow White's apple, they have the apple motif, and as we see in the, I think it's the first canto, Limbus Company, or just the other apple-related abnormalities. So that's 3 of the 7 apple-related abnormalities. So they haven't forgotten this idea. I cannot find her. She should be down here somewhere. There she is. So there is plot related to these guys and them being a group. Will we ever see that in fruition? I don't know. I hope so with something like Limbus Company. This is mostly just me to talk about stuff, and we're gonna end this game with a fucking whimper. This is a summer deity. No, not real. Spring god, not real. This is Cinderella's carriage, I'm pretty sure. Cinderella's pumpkin carriage. Also not real. Not really anything to talk about there. This is Warden, not real. Can you guys see that he's either just here for completion's sake? Winter god, I would say, is kind of important. Because Winter god's design... Shit, I wish it was more in this than the art book. It does really look like Snow Queen's design, which is should be up here somewhere. Where the fuck is Snow Queen? To that one abnormality I was talking about with the kisses. She also appears in Library Runa. Snow Queen's design is very reminiscent of the Winter God's design. So I was like, oh, probably came from that. Oh, she's here. It's probably reminiscent of that. I like seeing like designs just interact with it. This is Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid, kind of also like important to talk about. Those are the mermaids that appear in Limbus Company and Library Runa. Like, oh shit. And like looking at old designs where you're supposed to be these small little cute things instead of like the mind-bending monsters they end up looking like. Yeah. Rope and Cord is just here for completion's sake. Someone's portrait, also just here for completion's sake. The next one is Siren, also here for completion's sake. This is a poor Rights notebook. That's a tongue twister. Also here for completion's sake. Boots and Boots, also here for completion's sake. Maybe some of these might show up in Limbus, and I just don't know. Huh. Anyway. This is Fallen Amodidad, Splendid Bloom. I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that. Wait, nope. That's what this is. Also here for completion's sake. Distorted Form. I don't know if it's talking about these motherfuckers, the Rope and Cord. I'll put it here next to it just in case. Also here for completion's sake. This is Silent Girl, which I will read because this one actually has lore relevance. But buy the book, please. An employee could enter Silent Girl's containment by themselves. The abnormal had never done any damage to an employee before. We observed it for a week, but all we got was that while it hid a threatening weapon behind its back, it did not once make any attempt to attack. This is plot significant because of Library Runa. Library Runa spoilers. Oh my god. Actually, no. I'm not gonna Library Runa spoiler. Because people are like, ah, shit, Library Runa spoilers. It's plot relevant. Library Runa.
Actually, no, I said it was fucking. But I said it's plays the Lobotomy Corporation. It's important. Library Runa. Done. You know what? If you got fucking Library Runa spoilers all around, I'll get whatever. Price of Silence. Shows up in Library Runa. Fucking hate it. Sweet Orange Tree. This mostly is silence and the time gimmick around Hakma, and they were able to convey that through this boss fight in Library Runa. My Sweet Orange Tree, not real. Jack and the Beanstalk shows up in Limbus Company with, I think it's like Tall Fairy or whatever. This funny ass Beanstalk. Or the Beanstalk without Jack, my bad. I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of like when they go back on these old ideas and actually utilize them. This is Nori Nori. I think he was in the beta or something, so he's kind of important, but he's also not real. This cloud smiling at me, also not real. I think they should have been in the beta. They weren't. They're like data mining in the beta, but not real. But not real. This is Jangsen Tiger. Also not real. These are all not real. Can you believe it? Do I have? Oh, this is Spring Deity. Can you believe it? Also not real. Yes, these are called gods and these are called deities. Why it's like that, I couldn't tell you. This is Pale Horse, also not real. The Limbus. Lobotomy Corporation logo, that's what this is here. I guess it's gonna be... Oh my goodness, why did I do this? It's gone forever. Face the fear, build the future. Oh my god, such a good slogan. We're at 100, right? Logo, S tier. Project Moon. Oh my god, we're at the end. I kneel, Project Moon. I think this is how someone distorts. This is some stupid fucking shit. I mean, if you made it to the end, this is a 3-hour long video. I've made it to the end of the 3-hour long video. Thank you for listening. Me try to tier list everything in this game, but the egos. I'm kind of just gonna talk here. And I'll scroll because people are like, oh, let me fast forward in. Let me see what he thinks of all this stuff. So that's what this is for. If you listen to this much, thank you for giving me a shot. Genuinely, thank you. There's so much support. This is where I pour my heart out. So thank you guys. Thank you. I can't just not say thank you. There's so much support for the Limbus Company video, and I was like, oh my goodness. More than like 8 people watched this. There was a copy pasta going on in the comments. That was very fucking funny. I try liking like every comment. If I didn't like a comment, I'm so fucking sorry. As soon as the comment showed up and I was able to like them because it means a lot. People go out their day to like leave a comment on the video. A lot. And people were talking about stuff that was like halfway through the video. Just the part me talking about like, oh, the people, the person like, oh, I mean Blood Fiend. It's like, oh, it's in her fucking other game. I was like, that shows that people watched it. They didn't just like skim through and stuff. I'm like, oh. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this does well. This gets more than like 5 views, I'll pog champ. Yeah, like I said, E.G.O drip tier list coming out whenever the fuck I have 3 hours again, I guess. Oh my fucking god. If this video doesn't save, you'll probably hear me whine about it in the community tab. If not, then yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening, commenting. If you made it this far, I think I said this like a million times already, but I'm gonna say it again. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you guys, maybe I'll do a Lobotomy Corporation playthrough like 20 years down the line, dude. I know what plays good. Yeah, well, if there's enough like people like, play it. Yeah, well, but I don't really feel like it because I do need to finish this game legitimately one of these days. And if there's people there watching me do it, it'll probably be a lot easier, a lot less mind-numbing. This game, I know I was mauling here. People say like, oh, this game cured my ADHD. This game gave me ADHD, dude. Or it's like a YouTube video. I was like, oh, this game that cures your ADHD, Lobotomy Corporation. Did I say no? This game gave me ADHD. I cannot like do something without like having YouTube or like playing like a gacha game on my phone or something anymore, dude. Like, this game fucking ruined me. Yeah. Hopefully I don't distort. This is some fucking stupid shit. Yeah. Other than that, thank you so much for listening. This person resumes, I don't think they exist anymore. Scroll to the bottom now. Thank you guys for your time, and hey, maybe I'll try to make more content. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And once again, thank you.